Yo, yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? Think I had like some little technical difficulties before. But anyways, I believe we straight now. So in the event that you are here, if you happen to have any difficulties hearing or listening, just let me know. That way I know I'm not wasting my motherfucking time. Hold on. Okay. All right, because I had to end the last one because I was hearing like this crazy, crazy, crazy echo. We'll be good though. Today or tonight, we're gonna get it. We're gonna talk about doom facing. What it means to face your doom. What a fantastic thing it is. What a glorious, like monumental crashing, if you will. Hold on, let me see. Because I'm not sure if I can even see the chat on this phone. I don't know how this shit works. But yeah, got the naked with just a little bit of Maya's rum. It's good. It's good. So I imagine, along with a few others like myself, who has been watching how everything has been going down, not only watching and witnessing the world around you, but also like your own personal like transformations kicking off, your own breakthroughs like never before. Things are just kind of like coming in, and then it's all coming. It's like so simple. Anything can inspire you. You walk down the street, you know what I mean. Me and my lady went for a walk today, and just thoughts was just coming in. You know what I mean. You know, they tend to happen all the time, but one of the things I realize is that they tend to more so happen when I'm quiet, when I'm just listening. You know what I mean? When I'm not running my fucking mouth, when I'm just sitting down, just quiet listening, I just be getting shit. You know what I mean? You know those moments, those same moments you have like when you like taking a shower, whatever. It's something about like those quiet moments, man. And now I understand more so than ever when you hear people talk about forms of meditation and the importance of shutting down the chatter. At first, it just sounded like kind of like some mumbo jumbo, some how-to shit. But now I realize the importance of shutting down chatter, quiet of mind. It allows other shit to come in. Very simple. A lot of this shit is simple. So simple that it is almost too fantastic to believe. Almost too fantastic. Like, if you tell a person of consciousness, like a person who knows a lot and has a lot of like scholarly knowledge and wisdom and shit, who can sit there and like break down all the Moors history and like give you chronological like years of when they did shit, orders and facts, and where they crossed over rivers and shit, right? But then, like, if you have a conversation about the importance of emotions in consciousness, the importance of mastering and controlling your emotions, knowing how to put them into place, having understanding, wanting to know the importance of what it means to show love. You understand what I'm saying? Little shit like that. They may look at that as something as like, I don't know, unimportant. They may look at it as something as like fundamental. You know what I mean? Someone who was into like enzymes and breaking down, you know what I'm saying, particles and shit like that, which is all cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is that, but when that becomes the ceiling of what you consider consciousness, and this is not even to shit on that idea. I accept that if that's how you think, but this is just for the sake of whatever. If that is the ceiling, then I feel that you are sorely could be missing out on a greater experience. Let's just say that. Whew. Need to touch it up. So when you realize the incredible importance of emotional stability, you dig what I'm saying? You will start to really begin to take leaps and bounds in your shit. Leaps and bounds. Because what it allows you to do is put things into perspective. It allows you to put things in place. It allows you it turns things that used to be so important, like petty. Things that you thought that was like, things that you would normally fight to you damn near kill a nigga for violating this particular rule about yourself. But now you have placed that into a different place. It doesn't even mean anything anymore, because you've mastered this part about yourself, and it gives you the ability to analyze yourself and put yourself outside of yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And look, and just really scientifically, you could just sit there and look at yourself and how silly you are. You understand what I'm saying? So when you can do that and really, do it for real, you will find yourself less likely in positions of like stupidity. You dig what I'm saying? Less likely of positions in stupidity. You know what I mean? You'll find yourself less likely in positions of things not really going your way. You know what I mean? You'll stop asking yourself, like, how come I'm not in the pussy? That's a question I don't ask myself. Like, why aren't I in the pussy? You understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's either I'm in the position to get it or I'm not. You dig? You in it because you want to be. If you really want to be, you be willing to put yourself out there to find out what it takes. For instance, my lady has a friend, all right? You know what I'm saying? And, her friend, she's somewhat of a little player, you know what I mean? Or she likes to think she is, you dig? And so one of the dudes that she's talking to is kind of one of those unassuming guys, you know what I mean? I think he's like in the IT, and he lives home alone, no children, never been married, if I'm not mistaken. And I think he has like a dog or a cat. I want to say a dog. Anyway, she was telling me how every morning when he texts her, he'll text her like shit about his dog, or he would text her shit about his job. You know what I mean? Little things like that. Never things about when we linking up. You know what I mean? Like, what you doing later? I'm trying to kick it. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's good though? You know what I mean? You know, or like having conversations that are a bit more riveting, that will make you more interesting. She will also, as a result, will become more interesting and more attractive, and y'all situation, you know, maybe a bit more dynamic. You did what I'm saying? But when you constantly just doing the same thing over and over and over, like, yeah, my dog sure just took a shit this morning. Oh man, this dog is so funny. So what I was explaining to her, the reason why he does that is because ultimately, just to cut straight to it, he is terrified of rejection. He's terrified of rejection. He has found a safe place, you know what I mean, and a comfortable place with her, you know what I'm saying, that he feels it won't fuck up as long as I just send her these nice, safe messages. I don't want to tell her I want to bend her over because she may say no, and my ego can't deal with that. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna stay in this friend zone. You dig what I'm saying? Because I want to be safe. And that's the thing. You have to become enamored with getting outside of your comfort zone. That's extremely important and wanting to like really want to face what you are. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, I hate when I do that. I hate when I fucking do that. When I'm pulling the weed and one of them little shrapnels come out, nigga. Ugh. You know what I mean? You gotta be willing to be like, yo, to yourself, this is one of the most important things. Just getting right to it. You know what I mean? Because I can care to be here just to be hearing myself speak and talk all day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't post videos all the time anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because I got shit to do. You dig? But this is the thing. One of the most powerful videos I ever seen. I'm not sure if it's still up on YouTube. I believe they took it down. I don't know why. But it was like a 6 or 7 minute video of Bobby Hemmett talking about the subconscious mind and what it is. It is an entity. It is a cosmic computer. It is a supercomputer, right? It is something that you have access to. It is you, and you have the ability to program it. What I find, in order to program it, you have to reprogram it because you haven't done it before. You just been accepting shit as it comes. Everything. How you look at relationships, how you look at how to get money, how you look at, you know, friends, family, all of that shit has been things that you've been constantly absorbing. Unbeknownst to yourself, there is another part of you that accepts this information. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, you have your surface ability to comprehend the words that I'm saying. That is easy. You understand what I'm saying? But there is a deeper part of you that accepts this information and gives you a reality. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a back door to another room of, cosmic proportion. At any rate, it ain't far. You know what I'm saying? It's right there in you. You dig? So once you become aware that there is another part of you, there's another part of your mind that works, there's another part of your mind that works in your behalf in order to make sense of everything. You understand what I'm saying? It provides a balance to like, or some sort of order to chaos to the best of its ability. Okay? So Your subconscious mind is something that you likely have neglected up to a point to the point to where you recognize it. You understand what I'm saying? So once you become aware, let's just cut to it. Let's just cut straight to it. Once you become aware of the subconscious mind, you have to have a conversation with it. You understand what I'm saying? And this conversation isn't fantastic. It's a very simple, clean, direct conversation. And it's gotta come from the heart. It's truly gotta come from the heart. You gotta mean it. You understand what I'm saying? You got to fucking mean it. So you level with it. You understand what I'm saying? This is you. It is you. And it wants to help you. It wants to give you everything that you can imagine. But you have to be direct. And you have to have some intention. You understand what I'm saying? Gotta be some real intent. The intent can even be anger. You understand what I'm saying? There was a lot of issues that I was dealing with connected to fear. You understand what I'm saying? So when I was dealing with this eternally, I didn't come to myself with flowers and candy. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've been soft on myself for too long already. I've been just laying on fucking pillows. You know what I'm saying? Like, inwardly, it was time for me to kick myself in the ass so I could begin to deal with myself. So when I was dealing with fear, you know what I mean? I would go in the mirror and I would scowl. You understand what I'm saying? I would scowl and I would damn near like be ready to fight myself. You understand what I'm saying? Because I am convinced in my subconscious mind that this shit is unacceptable. You understand what I'm saying? And this shit has got to motherfucking go by any means. I don't give a fuck what my ego is trying to tell you. To protect me, I don't give a fuck. From this point forward, I need you to bypass all this bullshit. Anything that is counter to progression, that is for whatever it is that we're trying to do, that is no longer accepted. I need the good shit now. You understand what I'm saying? Stop accepting all this fear. That's how I talk to myself. Stop accepting all this fear. That is no longer acceptable. From this point forward, we are doing things that are going to be counter to that. You know what I mean? And you got to really mean it because it is an entity. So back to this initial direct conversation with the subconscious mind. You got to say, subconscious mind. You know what I mean? I know that I've been living for a while, for 20-some odd years, 30-some, 40-some, 50-some odd years. And I have been giving you information. You understand what I'm saying? I've been giving you information, and and a great deal of that information I've been giving you was just plain on wrong. It just wasn't the best information. And please accept my apology for giving you this information in such ignorance. You know what I mean? I didn't know. I was just I was just living my life every day. You know what I mean? I'm just going through the motions. I was just, shit, man. I smacked the nigga. You know what I mean? I need you from this point forward to accept new information that will perhaps help propel me to a different state of consciousness. You know what I mean? A different state of consciousness that opens my heart for understanding and just knowledge and wisdom. You know what I mean? You begin to talk to it that way. This is not a one-time thing. You begin to open your heart to it and let it know, like, listen, you know what I mean? This is what needs to be done by any means necessary. You understand what I'm saying? You level with it. You don't have to be all extra fantastical with it. Talk to it, man. It's you. You say, listen, man. I don't like how when my lady walks in the room, and for some reason or another, I get angry when she walks in the room when I'm playing the video game. Let's just say something simple like that. Like, why is it that I feel this game deserves so much of my energy to where I allow this to irritate me? You know what I'm saying? Like little shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Because you begin, you forgive yourself because this is a human experience. But you sometimes you don't know how shit affects you. This shit builds up to a point of sometimes it can build up to resentment, and you don't even know where it comes from. So that initial feeling of you recognizing, like, I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling of me getting so irritated with my mate all the time. I don't like being irritated with my mate all the time. You understand what I'm saying? I wanna have a feeling of love when I'm around this person, because this person shows me nothing but love, and you just want to reciprocate that. You understand what I'm saying? You have a conversation with your subconscious mind, like, I want to deal with this. Subconscious mind, can you give me a moment in my experience in this lifetime to where these moments are triggered? Why am I so easily irritated? You understand what I'm saying? And why do I lash out? Can you give me some moments in time in my life where these moments begin to happen, where you can remember? And your subconscious mind will give you these things. It'll give you childhood memories. It will say, you remember when your cousin did that bullshit and you ain't like that shit? You understand what I'm saying? And then every day from that point forward, this is how you've been treating niggas. You have never fixed it. You just been treating niggas the same way ever since your cousin slapped you. Now you've been smacking everybody without second notice. You know what I'm saying? It's little things like that. Little things like that. You understand what I mean? And these allow you to truly analyze yourself and put you in the driver's seat of things. You know what I mean? You really like the Starship Enterprise. You kind of like the captain sitting in the middle seat, and then you have like all these faculties around you that you also control. They're all a part of you. You understand what I'm saying? But you are ultimately in the driver's seat, and then you have that view. That's why when you look on Star Trek, they have that big ass screen so they can see, because what they're showing you is a perspective. What the ship represents, this is how I feel. You understand? What the ship represents to me is your own mind. The Starship Enterprise is a representation of you and a journey. And everybody in that ship is just parts of your mind. And you as the captain have to learn how to manage these things. You know what I mean? We're so quick to dismiss things because we're saying, you know, this is just everyday shit. But these things are deeply rooted. And you don't begin to understand how fantastic, no pun intended. You don't begin to understand how fantastic life can be, how sublime life can be when you relieve yourself of your bullshit. It's really amazing. You know what I'm saying? Me and my lady will have been together a year this coming February. I did next month. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't even had like my voice, like, we don't even like, we've never had an argument. You know what I mean? Like, never. And this is not because things are like absolutely perfect. This is not about perfection. This shit is about understanding. You understand what I'm saying? You begin to look yourself in the mirror and to see yourself as a flawed being. As you begin to see yourself as a flawed being, and you are earnest, because you've already been having these conversations with your subconscious mind that you want to deal with yourself. So every day you are dealing with things and you are removing these things one by one. It is a process. You dig what I'm saying? It is a process, but you have to be willing to face your doom. You dig what I'm saying? You got to be willing to face your doom. What is facing your doom? Facing your doom is like facing what you thought was the hot shit about yourself and what you fight so fucking hard to protect. You did what I'm saying? All of that shit. Tell you how to do it. You understand? Because I went through that process. I'm telling you, Ben went through that process. You dig what I'm saying? I would say over the last, let me see, I'll be 36 in March. I feel like I really truly began this way of thinking probably right before I turned, probably like around the age of 33. Around the age of 33, I began to like really like look into myself, really look into my actions. You understand what I'm saying? And looking at the results of my actions and truly, truly analyzing my shit. I was obsessed with getting rid of, I don't know, I want to say get rid of. It's almost as if I became obsessed with controlling my narrative, because I felt like the cards that I was dealt was like, well, like I felt like the role I was playing was given to me, and I felt like it wasn't fair. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how come I just couldn't be 6'9" and just be dunking on niggas? No, I had to be born in a country ass town. You know what I'm saying? I had to have a poor ass education. You know what I mean? So you just really just kind of going through the motions, and you just really don't know. But for me, as I am looking more and more into like conscious shit, and I'm studying every day, every fucking day. You dig what I'm saying? Obsessed with understanding the meaning of all this shit. I just want to know, like, what is the meaning of this shit? Like, what is it all about? You know what I mean? I'm obsessed with that, and I'm obsessed with my place in it, because you are constantly, it's almost as if being on the outside is not good enough. It's almost like that need that you have in you to want to be something. You understand what I'm saying? That energy is incredible. You dig what I mean? And I believe it supersedes the ego, but the ego feeds off that yearning to want to be something. You know what I mean? And once you've spent so much time, like, not cultivating whatever it is that your talent was, about time you become an adult, all you've been doing is just admiring motherfuckers your whole life. You haven't really took the time to really know and understand what you are. And then, you know, there's some frustration that come along with that, because now you want to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? You want to be somebody, but you trifle with that. You know what I mean? There is a trifling with wanting to be somebody. Why does it feel wrong to want to be somebody? You know what I mean? Why is there a guilt connected to that? Oh, there is some guilt connected to it. There is. Hold on, let me look at it. Has anybody said anything? Hold on, man. See, that's what I don't like about doing live on the phone. I can't see the fucking comments. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Lee Sam, peace. What up? What up? Yeah, I can't even see shit. I'm just in here, blah, 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 blah. Cryptic Gold, what up? Richter scale. Damn, that's an ill. Richter scale. What up? What it is? Jay Jones in the building. All right, you know what I'm saying? We kicking it, man. See the future. Peace. What it is, man. I know, is y'all lighting up? I just re-up yesterday. Was it yesterday? What's today? Thursday? No, I think I re-up Tuesday. The re-up. My weed, man. Such a blessing. Such a blessing. He drops it off for me. Doesn't complain about shit. It doesn't matter where he's at. That nigga could be out of town. He makes a way out of no way. Out of no way, he makes a way. That nigga be like, dun 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 dun. Don't worry. The weed man is on the way. I be like, thank you, Mr. Weed Man. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? Cause I buy the game relos, buy them shits by the box. I don't fuck around. Fuck it. Why go to the store back and forth all the fucking time? You can just get a box of 15. They only $15. Let's get you a fucking box. You spend that on weed, nigga. We get them shits by the box. So when the weed man come over, you understand what I'm saying? He bring me the weed. You know what I'm saying? I throw him a couple of the little game packets. You know what I'm saying? That nigga be looking so happy. And that's a part of the love. You understand what I'm saying? That's important that you have in your heart. It allows you to experience this shit on in a whole nother way. I believe I talked about this before in one of my other videos, I think. About this love. Woo! Let me put this shit out, son. Damn! Hold on, that's some good kush. Hold on, where that shit at? Woo! Nigga. Oh. Only the best. Mixed with this shit, I call this shit ambrosia. This is the elixir. Just get you some rum and some naked juice. You know what I'm saying? And just put like a little bit, just to put a shot or two, put a half little glass of little naked juice in that thing. Fantastic. Fantastic. You begin to open up windows and doorways and shit. You find it easier to invoke when you like connect to the spirits. When you get a little high, get a little intoxicated. Something about that, and it opens up gateways. It's it's almost as if it forces the DNA to like react. You know what I'm saying, to a degree. And during those moments of times, you can really like get busy. I be getting incredible thoughts when I'm high. I'm sure a million niggas do. But a lot of times it's wasted thoughts. You know what I mean? Sometimes we get high just to get high. I do too a lot. But I also, you know, love to take the opportunities of just allowing shit to flow. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm truly I'm opening myself up to what this experience is supposed to be. I know it has a little bit more to offer. You know what I mean? A little bit more to offer. Not in the sense of material, but in the sense of understanding. You understand what I'm saying? There are amazing breakthroughs and jewels that have yet to be discovered. And I am eager to want to know what those things are. You understand what I'm saying? To know what those things are. I am a seeker of knowledge because I just love that feeling of like, oh fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that's fucking amazing. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of this reality feels scripted. A lot of it feels scripted. Like it feels like it feels like a reenactment because we're old. But I feel like this current game we're playing is based on a script that was laid out. You understand what I'm saying? It was laid out, and it was laid out a long time ago based on something older. Some faculties or a section of energy. I don't even want to say, I'm not even sure if it's people at this point, if it's humans. Just to be honest, I am not sure humans are responsible for all this shit. Something is a little bit more cosmic at hand. It's a little bit more, something's more cosmic at hand. Pulling the strings. You dig what I'm saying? Pulling the strings of this thing, you know. If the greatest, some of the greatest pieces of information you can have right now that we currently don't have all the information to, is I feel that there is information that tells this story in detail. Like, I mean in good detail. I believe that's what's being kept from us. Because if the story has already been told and this information is already, is available and I know that it is, then it would stand to reason that there ain't nothing that I can really do about it because this shit is already laid out. Clearly, someone knew what this shit was going to be. That's what prophecy is. Someone knew what this shit was going to be before it happened. And it was laid out. Someone or a group of entities, people or whatever, got a hold of this and said, well, we can't change this, but maybe we can alter it for our benefit. We can't change what these niggas are. We can't change what they're going to become. We already know the story. How about we keep the story from them? You understand what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Because if I have control, if I know your story, if I know it and you don't, I have all the advantages. Something as simple as knowing how this shit is supposed to go, or how this shit is laid out plainly. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's very complex. I'm sure it is. A lot of this shit could be beyond human understanding, but at the same time, I am also tired of hearing that old narrative of we're just not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we're just not ready for the information. Like, no. Like, the fact that we are, that we even know that there is a greater knowledge, just lay it on us. I don't give a fuck if it destroys us. Just lay it on us. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just ready for this shit to be revealed. You dig what I'm saying? If I know, so back to the story. If I know your story, I may not be able to change what you are. You understand what I'm saying? But I can alter it. I can do little things. I can interject little things to sway it my way, or to at least keep things at a certain pace. You understand what I'm saying? Like like if I want to, stick you with a little something. You understand what I'm saying? That's because I know what you are, and I understand based on cycles, the solstice, all this shit that they know. They understand the science of it fully. You understand what I'm saying? So they understand what this is supposed to be and what it has become. So since I understand that, and I am the way I am for whatever reason, these people do what they do. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna do whatever I can. You understand? To sway it in my favor. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, hey, boo boo.
Hey, boo.
How it go?
Oh, well. My last, but they might cancel. I'm not sure yet. I'm texting her now.
You say your last class might cancel?
Yeah.
Why so?
I don't know. She ain't told me.
Oh, okay.
She said something.
But she in the West Coast?
Yeah, she's in California.
Mm.
Take me a shot.
You take you a shot?
What you got in that cup?
Little naked, little Maya.
Okay.
A little Maya. Yeah, I'm lying.
Okay.
You got a little Maya. Ain't nothing going on in the little Maya.
Little Maya.
See, I'm from Dothan, Alabama. That's how niggas talk for real.
Mm-hmm. That's how we talk.
You got a little Maya.
Some Maya, John.
Got some Maya.
What y'all talking
I
about?
don't even think they drink Myers rum in Dothan,
I
Alabama.
didn't know this even existed until I found it from
Mm.
good stuff.
It's kind of like, I remember when I was a kid, one of the most impressive things you can do was tell a motherfucker how you can beat a game. You dig what I'm saying? Like in the 90s, because we didn't have access to internet and shit like that. I mean, there was no internet in the early 90s. And we're sitting there playing Super Nintendo and like Mortal Kombat and shit like that. We're trying to figure out how to beat the boss. We're sitting there playing Zelda. Like Zelda used to be cryptic as fuck for a little 8-year-old. You understand what I'm saying? I remember when Zelda Link to the Past came out. I think that shit came out like 92. Something like that. I was 7 years old. You know, some of them shits was like, that game is, those puzzles is hard. So so once you figure that out, you feel like you that nigga. So like when you go to your friend's house and they can't figure out certain shit, you like, oh nigga, all you gotta do is go in that cave. You see that little rock right there? See, that's a different color rock. They ain't supposed to be there, but you don't notice it. You know what I mean? Because they put it in plain sight. Whatever the fuck the issue is. And, then you got to go over there to that bitch and talk to her. Give her that red apple that she asked you for. But you forgot about that because you just kept playing the game. You got to go back. Get that bitch that apple. Talk to the dog.
It's like that.
Or sometimes the shit be fantastic for like the real... See, what games don't have now... Games are so scripted now. Like, they don't have secrets anymore. See, back when I was a kid, they had to put secrets in video games so they would make them more replayable. Because if it was just a story, you understand what I'm saying? You're just going to beat the game and that's it. But if you find out later, like, yo, there's a secret treasure?
Right.
There was a secret sword in the game that slays everything? Oh, you're going to put that motherfucker back in there. I know me. I'm like, I got to see Supersonic. I remember when I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog for years as a kid, when the Sega Master System first came out. And I remember when I found out that blue motherfucker can turn gold. I said, huh? Oh, all I gotta do is go back and get them 7 Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, I hit that shit. Since you lit it.
Right.
Since you lit it, I hit it. Once I realized that, you gotta get the 7 Chaos Emeralds to be supersonic, I said, I got to play this again. Because I was just beating the game over and over. Dr. Robotnik just kicking his ass over and over.
Go back and keep playing the game?
Just beating it. What the fuck else you supposed to do in 92?
But was it a challenge still?
It was a challenge in the beginning, but it was more so of a challenge to do it better. So that's how it was for me. Like, I want to go back. And no, not so much learn about the secrets. I thought I knew all the secrets.
Gotcha.
But then when I learned that supersonic was a thing, I said, oh, he can turn gold.
Yeah.
And then he was like invincible. He's like super fast. Like, so, this story that we are currently present in, this is just some amazing shit. And we just been accepting it because we just been told we've been human for so long. But this shit is something else. This shit is something else.
It's clear.
This shit is something else. And since I am waking up, you just wake up and you just fuck it. You know what I mean? You might as well probe it. You know what I mean? You might as well explore. You might as well try new shit out. If you're gonna, if it's like if you in prison, you like fuck it. I might as well read every fucking book in the library. You understand what I'm saying? If you was in prison locked up and all your privileges are taken away, you start thinking about all the shit you wish you would have did or wish you could do. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just do some shit. Shock yourself. And all yourself is that old ass way of thinking. There you go, boo-boo. That old ass shit. That old ass shit. And it's all right, you know what I mean? You do what you can because this shit is fucked up. Every way possible or angle is thrown at you to like keep you down. Every way, every angle possible is thrown at you to keep you away from yourself. Keep you away from discovering who and what you are. You understand what I'm saying? So once you got to that point, you dig what I'm saying? Now it's like, all right, I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm in this vessel. You understand what I'm saying? I know what's in me is connected to the all. That means that I'm an infinite being. I am, for whatever reason, I had an idea. This Kenny idea. You understand? You know, maybe I don't know if this is a consequence. You understand what I'm saying? Is it a consequence? Do you set this up? I want to know, how is it preset in your mind? You know what I mean? Because if you keep it real with yourself, you will see that maybe what you are is just a development of a bunch of reactions. You understand what I'm saying? If you just be real with yourself. If I sit back and I think about my origins, it's kind of like a ping pong. Not a ping pong ball, but a pinball machine. And like, just imagine your soul being the ball. You understand? And the cosmic forces is that thing that pulls back and just boom. Or maybe your subconscious mind is that, whatever. But you just ping, 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 going around the machine. You know what I mean? Like, you're not really controlling the ball. So if you be real with yourself, you'll realize that I've been kind of living life that way, kind of like a pinball machine. And and just say everything that you hit in the machine gives you something, gives you an idea, gives you a way of being and doing things and shit. Everything that you hit, ping, religion, ping, your mama told you, ping, your daddy told you, ping, ESPN, ping, Stephen A. Smith, ping, you know what I'm saying? All this shit, ping, 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 ping. All these things that you expose yourself to all day. And you begin to realize that you're not really, you begin to see that you are just a collection of just your mind being everywhere, being pulled from so many different things. You don't really know what you was prior to actually entering the game.
That's where the work comes in. But I believe you start looking.
Oh, absolutely. That is when the work begins is when you begin to realize, like, oh, I'm just a collection of reactions. I'm a reactionary motherfucker by nature because I don't know who the fuck I am.
So many things.
So you become conscious. You begin to realize and analyze yourself. Like, okay, I treat women like this because I was taught like this. I am in relationships like this because I was taught to be in relationships like this. I am I feel like education is important like this because ping, 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 ping.
Right.
I was taught sex is supposed to be like this. Ping, 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 ping. Because you have to realize that what if your pinball machine was like, see, like, this is the thing. To take the pinball machine analogy a little bit further. Just imagine each pinball machine also represents, well, yeah, I think it already covered that. Because what's going to be inside the machine is going to be just a collection of all the people and things and events that are in your life. And you are unaware that you are bouncing off these things. Boom, 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 boom. And you are collecting data on everything that you run into. But you don't know. When you become conscious, you begin to realize like, oh, I'm a collection of all this bullshit. It's time for me to relieve myself. It's time for me to get back to that silver ball. The silver ball has become corroded and dirty. It has become like motherfucking rusted. When you begin to polish that motherfucker off, you begin to stop the ball in the middle of the fucking game. And you begin to pick and choose what thing you hit.
Right.
Like, fuck that shit. I ain't hitting that thing over there no more. I'm gonna create a new thing. A new thing. I'm creating a new thing, Jack. So now I'm in control of the silver ball in the game. That's how I see it for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm emotional about nothing. Nothing gets me off my square. Motherfucker. I face it all. Even when things hit me, when something happens to me spiritually that I don't even understand, I look forward to the next opportunity. I don't fear it. I'm like, oh, damn, that shit was gripping. I thought I was gonna fucking lose it.
Right.
I can't wait to see it again, to see how I deal with it. I want to know how I'm gonna deal with this shit again.
To see what happens.
Because what if I don't make it? That's the game.
Right.
But that's what I want. Bring it on. You dig? I don't know if you can hit that. I'm about to roll up again. Okay. Because I've been puffing.
That's cool. I'm ready. I had a shot.
What you had a shot of? Mine?
Mine.
Hey.
You already know.
You had to do a shot of rum.
I thought about doing a Douce, but I thought, I'll wait.
You was gonna bust that Douce open?
I'll wait.
Dang, bust it open then.
I'll wait.
When you begin to take control of this shit, you begin to see how superficial everything is. You begin to see that all of these things are just a collection of bullshit. And it's not who you really are once you begin to really analyze yourself. And really look and really search your heart for how you feel about things. For real. You know what I'm saying? Like when you search your heart and open your heart, you be like, all right, this is how I really feel about this. And you're honest with yourself. It's not based on no social group. It's not based on how your friends think, how your family think. None of that. How, you know what I'm saying? It's truly not based on no rules of convention. You begin to relieve yourself of that shit and say, it is what it is. It is what it is. Things begin to like not bother you anymore. You be amazed. It be nothing that niggas can say. You just be like, you just have such a clear understanding of what they're going through. You begin to see that they just a ball in the machine. You understand what I'm saying? Trump, boom. You know what I'm saying? Politics, boom, boom, bang, bang, Biden, boom, 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 boom.
Work, life, kids.
You know what I'm saying? Who's the better? Boom, boom, boom. Who doing this? Boom, 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 boom. See how they doing that? Boom, 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 boom. See, these motherfuckers always, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers always motherfucking. You good? She said she good.
Dang, I wasted that smoke. It made me laugh.
She said she good. I think I'm good.
You still can hit that. I got my little clip, my little cute little thing. Just click
No,
it
this
on
going
that.
this going in the
Keep
roach bucket.
smoking it.
You know this is going
But
in the roach
It
bucket.
pulls so hard, so that's the best part.
What pulls so hard right here?
Yeah, the end pulls really hard. Just,
Yeah, I'm high anyway. I can feel my
yeah. I feel really,
I can
really
feel my
relaxed.
kundalini rising in my back.
I feel like I'm in a meditation right now. I feel so relaxed.
Hey, hey. I think I'm gonna roll up again. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom.
Scroll up in the chat. I love looking at the questions. People always have great questions. Make you think.
Telling you, slow that ball in the machine down. I'm telling you, just try it. Try to slow it down and just really look and analyze this shit. You be like, oh. Then you be like, oh, niggas is bullshitting. Oh, niggas is really bullshitting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You be like, niggas is really bullshitting up this bitch. You know what I mean?
Kundalini rising in my back. That's what she's saying.
Huh?
No, I'm reading the comment.
Oh.
What she said about the Kundalini.
A trick of late. So, man. Well, I'm going to do a little mix.
What kind? I didn't realize we had 2 different kinds.
Yeah, well, that shit had 3 different flavors in that bitch.
So that's why
it was
I'm
like
feeling like I'm
17
feeling.
ounce. It was like 17 ounces in that bitch. Huh?
That's why I'm feeling like
Oh, yeah, it's mixed.
I feel like I'm laying in the bed right now. I'm a clown.
On cloud 9. So, once you slow this process down, one of the best pieces of advice I can give you is you begin to see, just realize, truly accept in your heart. You gotta accept in your heart that you begin to see how simple it is. Because it's such a fight. The complex part is slowing the ball down in the machine. You know what I'm saying? That's the complex part. It's slowing your mind down from being pulled in all these different directions. So once you center it, once you center your thoughts and this desire to center your thoughts come from you truly just wanting to be free of this shit. You dig what I'm saying? It comes from that. It comes from that. And I love that part of you. You understand what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying? Like, that's the ill energy in you. That desire to want to slow down and say, hold on. All of this shit is bullshit. For real. Now I need to understand what the shit, what it is. Now I need to understand. Now you're looking for now it's kind of like your cerebro. It's kind of like you're like Professor X and cerebro. You're looking. It's kind of like you're like looking around like in this cosmic matrix of you're looking for understanding, but you're shivering through bullshit. It's like your mind is going through it like a it's like but you're navigating it better now. You become a better pilot. It's like you went from like a duster jet to like a fighter pilot, like in Star Wars. You understand what I'm saying? Like you went from a duster shit to now you know how to like get through the asteroids. You understand what I'm saying? You like that motherfucker on what's that? The Mandalorian. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know, like them like getting down like that. So now you're like, all right, I'm in control of this. You dig? Mm-hmm. So now I want to land on planets, and I want to land on different areas that's gonna help me get to where I need to get now. Cause now I know how to bypass all these asteroids of bullshit. You dig? BJ, you wanna say hi?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on.
Okay.
Hold on, wait.
They ain't seen BJ in a good minute. They ain't seen BJ since we moved.
All right, BJ, go ahead.
Cause you looking like you wanna be seen.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't be scared. Say hey.
Hey.
Introduce yourself.
Hey.
Tell him your name.
What's your name?
BJ.
Huh?
Say BJ.
BJ, tell them.
BJ.
Huh?
I said BJ.
BJ. Okay. All right. You good now?
Yeah.
All right. You could. Boy, that was like this.
so
That screen is
nosy.
hot fire.
Right. He's so inquisitive. He knew you were like doing something. He had to figure out what it was.
Man, this shit is hot fire. You step in front of this shit, it seemed like it got hot all of a sudden.
Right. He was so ready.
Oh, it's cool now. Ooh.
Right.
Shit gets hot under the sun. Get in control of your shit. Slow down. That's all you gotta do. Slow down. Recognize how things have really affected you and how you think. What really makes up your disposition. What really makes up your opinions. You understand what I'm saying? You begin to realize that your opinions, even your aspirations, are based on things that you don't even know that you even was even exposed to. It just was by happenstance. Nothing is a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens how it was supposed to. You understand what I'm saying? It's clearly because you hit it. You just didn't know you hit it. You are an asteroid out of control. You understand what I'm saying? You're kind of like a ship that is not in control. So it's not a coincidence that you hit anything in ignorance because you ignorant, so you're supposed to hit it. You understand what I'm saying? You're supposed to go through this. The idea is once you straighten your ship out, is that you become more clear in your direction. You understand what I'm saying? For me, I would say around this time last year, I just really just began to open my heart. I just wanted to know, why am I in this situation? Period. As what I am. Because clearly Kenny is a result of me hitting that first part of the machine in the pinball machine. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, bing! It's probably not even the first one. Kenny could be the 1,000th one.
Right.
I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? And these are some of the things you begin to realize could be a part of your true reality. Once you begin to look at this thing on a bigger, grander scale. Like, man, and that gave me, I'm not gonna even lie. The first initial thought from that, as fantastic as that was, it gave me fear. Cause I'm like, yo, what if I die and then I ignorantly hit another, then I become Michelle in the next one. Ping. Die, ping, in the next one, ping. I'm like, I don't want to go through that no more. So I had to deal with that fear of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Just by being confident as to what is in me is going to propel me through no matter fucking what. You understand what I'm saying? I had to convince my heart of that. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But I wanted to know around this time last year. I'm like, man, I just want to understand my existence here. I just want to fucking understand my existence here. Because I'm bored with just doing the status quo. I'm bored with clocking in. You understand? I'm bored, you know what I mean, in my relationships. You know what I mean?
Word.
I'm bored. I am bored with my entire, I was just bored with my entire existence.
Right.
Just felt stagnant. You understand what I'm saying? You just feel stagnant because you just can't do what you feel like you want to do. And I can realize, I can understand how people in prison can go crazy. How it's sitting in that jail cell for a certain amount of time, just being stuck in one place and just being in your mind, and you can't go out and do things in order to, like, just for a moment, like, remove you from the pain of being a human. You know what I'm saying? The shit that you're going through. You dig? Huh?
Oh,
What happened?
I just, you had your hands like you.
Oh, my fingers was
Yeah,
twisted?
you said
Oh,
remove.
damn. Oh, my bad.
Well, I was thinking something.
Oh, no, I don't know.
But
But, yeah. So, that fear of, like, man, going through, like, dang, is this shit is just a reenactment, like, over and over and over and over again. The thought of that was just too fucking daunting.
Right.
And then I was just thinking, like, how is certain motherfuckers just constantly ahead of the game? And how can it be, shifted and shit? Just human shit that will keep you here, that will grip you here, worrying about how things are going to end up here. You have to be like, you just got to be like, everything is everything. And I'm willing to face whatever comes my way because because I am what I am. And I am that I am. You understand what I'm saying? I am that I am, and I am confident in my ability to deal with whatever. No longer am I shying away from new information. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to accepting it all for my transformation. And knowing that truly, I really understand like the importance of knowledge, understanding, wisdom. It's really simple. It comes down to that. Knowing. To keep, you know what I'm saying? And it's just one or two things. Either they keeping the shit or even they don't even fucking know.
Yeah, one thing's probably just going
And they just trying shit constantly. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be as simple as they just simply know this. I don't know how it's going. They don't know how it's going, but we know that they controlling it. So as long as we know that they controlling it, we want to keep them ignorant of that. To me, that could be simple enough to keep niggas down. If they say, listen, we don't know how the story goes. We bullshitting. We pretend like we know what these hieroglyphs mean because we have to give off that perception. Because if we say we don't know, then the niggas will see like, oh, they ignorant just like us of the shit. So they have to put on this front. I think they do. Oh, it's possible. It's possible that they have to put on the front because they know that at the end of it, you them niggas. Regardless of what it is that they know.
So who's going to speak up and confront them and start some shit?
So or they could know. There was a segment or a group of individuals who are privy to information that knows this thing in detail, or to a much greater level of detail than than we've ever known before.
To see.
Right. And I feel that since we are now desiring this type of information, the shit is over. It's over.
They knew it was
We are at a point now where we want to know too much. We don't want no secrets no more. Fuck that. We want to know it all.
because if they do know everything or know majority of it, then they know that they knew that this time was coming anyway. They're gonna have to surrender something.
My thing is, I want to know it all. I don't care what the results is. Just lay it on me. You understand what I'm saying? Just lay it on me. Just lay it. Fuck it. You understand? Like I'm tired of waiting. I don't like that mentality of saying niggas is just not ready. Like with all due respect, humbly, like it's fuck them niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Lay it on niggas and just let niggas figure it out. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck it. My heart is always gonna be open to that. I wanna fucking know. Just lay it out. Period. I don't give a fuck if it hurts. You know what I'm saying? I need the straight up truth, Jack. Period. I need the truth. I find that to be the most interesting thing in the world. The truth. Or when I say truth, I mean truth by the sense of truth, not so much in the subjective sense, but truth in a cosmic, scientific matter of factness. You dig what I'm saying? Just like, this is it, motherfucker. And that's it. That's it. This is it. It don't matter what. Fuck how you feel. Fuck how you feel. You know what I mean? This is it. And of course, a lot of people may not be ready for it because it could be something very simple. It could be so simple that we're not willing to accept it. Like it could be something as simple as you know, because you hear blanket statements like it's all you. 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 You know what I mean? Oh, it's all you. It's everything is in the mind. It's all you. You know what I mean? Like, what does that really mean?
Right.
What does that really mean? It's all me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realize that it's easy to touch a person's heart with words. Easy. Something that it's easy to warm a person's heart. Let's just keep it real. You understand what I'm saying? It's not hard to warm a person's heart because you have been accepting your whole life the meaning of words and what words are supposed to mean based on society. Love, all that thing, all that shit. So I can use blanket statements and if you have a certain way of thinking, a general way of thinking, you know what I mean? That's going to connect to some sort of self-esteem in you. Like, oh, you are the Oshun of the baby, baby, baby. When I, your eyes are like. What'd you say, baby?
Yeah.
Oh, you said pimp talk. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Like I am not in to the fake shit. I'm just not into it. It makes me cringe. Makes me cringe to be putting on fronts. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to deal with some shit with me. You dig what I'm saying? Really, for real though. I'm not here to be playing and fucking around. You know what I'm saying? This shit is science. This shit is science for me. This shit, this YouTube shit, this is if I'm using the word correctly, an apparatus, a tool for my science project. Because ultimately, I'm going to attract individuals who don't necessarily think like me. In the sense of, I don't want to say think, who I'm not interested in like being some sort of like, oh, he likes Ninja Turtles. I like Ninja Turtles too.
Okay.
Oh, you like the way Steve Francis dunked on that nigga? I like the way Steve Francis dunked on that nigga too, man. Man, we sure connect. Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something I'm not into. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into like connect with people that way. You know, I'm like, I want to be in the cosmos, and I'm seeing you, and we are like both like flying. You understand what I'm saying? And we're both like, yo, oh, I see you. You understand what I'm saying? To me, that's better. We're on the same frequency. They have their own thing going, but we understand. You understand what I'm saying? This is a frequency thing, you know. This is truly upper room shit. Like, I get fantastic inbox messages from people all over the fucking world. Like in all different like accents, different like people have different, they truly are having different experiences to themselves. They really are. Like, you know, and a lot of the questions I get are like very similar. You know what I mean? Very similar, like. So, you know, like I had, you know, I analyzed this. I asked myself, like, you know, why do people constantly question what goes on? Not necessarily we all question what goes on in our mind, but I begin to realize that the issue is confidence. People don't believe in their ability to deal with these things. They don't believe in their ability to, they don't know, they need certain, and not, this is not just, you know, like they what they are looking for is a starter, that like a step. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm beginning to see that, you know, like they're looking for like because of who I am and how I've set this up to this point. You understand? I've realized that people seem to be extremely comfortable reaching out to me because I'm just like, I can't, you know, like I'm not a celebrity. I can be touched. I'm a real nigga. I'm just a regular nigga. And I shock people when I reply. It bugs me the fuck out. Sometimes I be like, yo, like, yeah, I reply. The fuck you talking about? I'm just a regular nigga. We can talk about regular shit. I'll indulge sometime. Like, I be getting, y'all don't understand, I be getting fantastic scientifical messages. And I be like, where you from? He be like, somebody say East St. Louis or something like that. And I just, we'll talk some little shit. But I quickly segue to, okay, what the bitches like in East St. Louis?
Right.
Are them hoes nice? They thick? Because I'm trying to get them to understand that. I'm trying to get them to understand that it's not quite as complicated. But this is the thing. If you see a mountain in front of you, or better yet, if you see a giant boulder, if you see a boulder in front of you that's maybe 4 or 5 times your size, and it's in your way, it's in front of the door. It's very simple. It's very simple. All it is just a rock in front of the door. If you just take the time to figure it out, you can maybe push it out the way. But it's so hard to get to the point to where you're like, all right, I'm going to do the work. I'm going to figure out a way to finally get this shit moving. You dig what I'm saying? People are looking for a fantastic answer. I know this shit is simple, and that's what I'm waiting on. You understand what I'm saying? I know that this story has already been written out, and they're trying to block this shit from being what it's supposed to be, but they can't do shit. So now, you understand what I'm saying? I know that the ancients have written about this. They've done, these things have happened before, and but different in different time periods, but these periods happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they trying to block it, but they can't stop the shit. So now I'm like, all right, I'm interested in what it is that we are becoming. You know what I mean? I'm interested in the secrets that are going to be revealed in these coming times. You understand what I'm saying? Because it is so important. You know what I mean? And I appreciate everybody who was taking the time to put out any sort of information. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a YouTube freak. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. I don't watch nothing else. You know what I mean? Like, YouTube is, of course we watch Netflix and, just like all the other shit. We watch all that shit, but I'm saying, like, as far as, like, just basically, I'm always on YouTube listening to lectures and shit, trying to expand my mind and shit. And, man, you know what I mean? Shout out to everyone, you know what I'm saying? Massively Foolish, you know what I mean? Who takes the time to go on all these channels. Right. Because I would never, you know what I mean? I never would have the energy. He's built for that. That's
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he came here to do it.
It's clear. Because I ain't got
Appreciate
that. I don't know. I'm sure there are other channels like his. I don't know.
I don't know.
I've come across some things, seen some things. But yeah, like YouTube, you know what I mean? And everybody that he posts is on there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody, you know what I'm saying, that's on there. And everybody that's not on there but still has something to say from their heart. You know what I mean? For themselves. We all waiting on the great revealing. And I think that's what's coming down the piker. a
Quick.
great revealing. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's going to be about what you're going to do with the ball.
Yeah. I can feel it. So.
Oh, my moving crew support team, that name.
Right.
My
Stand
moving
out.
crew support team. Probably had that email for years. My moving crew support team at gmail.com. Hit me up. When you need me to move that heavy ass appliance, hit me up.
Stop moving.
I guarantee you we will be there and move that shit. I mean, stuff. Without any provocations. Move that shit with one hand. And ladies, if you happen to be single, you know what I'm saying? I happen to turn you on when I move your fridge.
Hey, hey.
Guess what? I move other things in nature. When you slow your mind down, you become interested in analyzing yourself and what you have become based on all the shit that you've been reacting to your whole life. And you really want to know? You'll start to see like, man, I'm really a fantastic, ill motherfucker.
Right.
Like, if I'm real with myself, I really like doing things like this. I like doing things like that for real. You understand what I'm saying? You start to see how ill you are. And I guess that could be kind of scary for some who aren't willing to accept certain ideas that come in their mind. You know what I mean? Like I started to become like, I started to resent myself for some of the things I wasn't willing to explore about myself. You know, like I started to resent myself because the more you analyze yourself, the more you know yourself, the more you hold yourself accountable constantly. You're like, man, you a pussy ass nigga. You can't even tell the fucking truth. You dig what I'm saying? You can't even tell women the truth. You can't even tell them what's really on your mind. You a pussy ass nigga. I started to hear that shit in my thoughts. Like, really? Oh, I gotta get me a Rello.
So you telling me I could have?
She can talk. Go ahead.
It's all, but you know, I want to say that in first. Yeah, you don't lie, but it's gonna say that first. Oh yeah, my last class, yeah, canceled. We'll reschedule. It was supposed to be Friday anyway.
So after this
So
class.
we good. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Ugh.
not here. I'm finna turn this thing
Oh no, I already got it.
Become like really be really down with like asking yourself, what is it that I really like? Simply like say, okay, if I really had it my way, ask yourself, why can't I have it my way for the most part? Ask yourself, like, why can't I have it my way? You'll shock yourself. You begin, because when you are honest with a person, this is what happens. What happens is that you have the potential. Your honesty will unlock something. It will unlock something in the person you're with. They perhaps didn't know. You know, understand what I'm saying? Your honesty and your intent is so real, it's so genuine. You understand what I'm saying? That the person that you with was just get it. You don't have to fucking be a goddamn ass.
It's always better when you get through it. And that's always good. Those are all good things.
When you slow your mind down, you begin to take responsibility for all. Being an asshole, being a bitch ass, bitch. all that, your vindictive ways, your petty ways, your selfish ways, all that shit. When you slow this process down, oh, you be able to see how ugly, yeah, you're ugly. Around the age 32, 33, I began to become interested in like I started looking at myself like, why is it that hold on, had to dump it. I began to ask myself shit like, why is it that I can do shit but she can't? See, you begin to see this shit is so simple. The explosion of understanding happens from the simple shit. Having simple revelations, breakthroughs. You understand what I'm saying? The revelation of like, dang, why is it that I feel so entitled to a point of where I feel like I can do what I want and she can't? Why do I feel that entitled? Why is it that I have such a grand expectation of motherfuckers? Period. In any capacity. You dig? I had an ex-girl I was seeing. And I was going through this process as I was with her. And she used to say like this. I was going through this I started beginning and understand this process. I would say maybe about a year before I got with her. I began to understand it and mull it over. I began to really deal with myself. And so about the time I got with her, I was in the swing of things. You understand what I'm saying? I was in the swing of it. It was like when we eventually end up moving in together, and what her children told me, they said, Kenny, before you got here, this house was dark and dreary. They used to tell me that, like, man, it was just like my mom would go to work, and then she would just come home and just shut the door, and she wouldn't come out. She wouldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? No cooking or cleaning or nothing. She said, Kenny, the day you got here, all the lights is on, cooking, cleaning, all these things. She said there was this, and then like as the months progressed, they couldn't understand like how consistent, like nothing fucking bothered me. I never yelled at the kids, ever. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nobody kids like you know what I'm saying? Like it's amazing how you begin to understand like people's situation. Like, oh, he's a 7. Why am I gonna sit here and just waste time being sorely angry at a 7-year-old boy for doing? He don't know. He's reacting. I began to develop in my heart a true, genuine understanding for people, based on me analyzing myself and realizing how much shit I carried. Like, just like thinking, just, you know what I'm saying? Realizing that I had my ways. Like, dang, kid, boy, you got some ways about you. Like, I tell my lady this all the time, like all these stories about how I was. Like, and I'll be honest and true. I tell the stories in detail. Things that happened, things that went wrong. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is, because we all go through it. And once you realize that, you understand what I'm saying? You develop a new compassion for people to a point to realize I felt like I was at a point, I'm at a point. I feel like I can get along with anybody on the planet. You understand? Like, I've really mastered that shit. I've mastered human nature. You understand? Just basic human general nature. You know what I mean? Through the process of constantly probing myself. Constantly probing myself. Like, constantly like, Ken, the fuck are you talking? What the fuck is wrong? You know. and not and you know what I'm saying. A lot of times we you know, you would say that, yeah, you know, I do that all the time, but most of the time it's connected to a job or something. Like, oh, I can do that better, or it's connected to some sort of tangible thing. The idea is to become is to start to do that for your intangibles. That you know, those things that's going those things that, you know, you got to deal with the mind directly, because that is the illest thing in the cosmos. Or that which the mind is connected to, which, you know, is beyond human understanding. You know what I'm saying? I have never been the nigga. Well, I ain't gonna say never, but I would say I'm not enamored with, like, you know, being the right nigga. You know what I mean? That's corny. You know? Truth is the illest thing, is one of the illest things that you can get. At least for me. I just be wanting to know, like, what the ill shit is. Like, after I watch a movie, do y'all ever go back and, like, read, like, the plots after you watch a good movie? Like, go back and, like, read about the characters and, like, in detail. Like, want to understand the backstory. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me and my lady, we sat and watched all the motherfucking Bonds from start to finish, except for two. We didn't watch Her Majesty, which was the because Sean Connery was in the first five or something like that. And then the new guy came in on Her Majesty. We didn't watch that one yet. And then it was another Bond movie from the 80s that it was the return of Sean Connery in the 80s. Forgot the name of it. We haven't watched that one yet either. But about 97% of the Bonds we done seen. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, I'm the type of nigga, them characters are so interesting, I had to go back and read about these guys. Like, understand, like, why you want to blow the world up? I'm genuinely intrigued. Like, does he have a backstory as to why he wants to blow this fucking planet up? Like, why? Like, all the villains have something in common. It's like money truly is the tool. It's like, all right, they get the money, but once they got the money, what they really want to do is well beyond money. It has nothing to do with money. Those, like, if y'all really want to know, like, how, like, these top executives think, just watch those Bond movies. Watch those Bond movies. You think that a person built a social media platform for people to connect. You understand what I'm saying? You would say, okay, oh, that was such a nice idea. He built this platform for everybody to connect and be able to connect to their friends and family. Yay! But dun 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 dun, that Bond villain. They think I care about their friends and family. But really, I want to sell all their information and become rich. And then, now after all of them became rich, you think that was the goal. Is to become rich and get the information, but they want even more. It becomes like their ambition knows no end. It's like once you think they got the top shit, it becomes some new top shit becomes available. And then you become lost in the sauce as to what the original agenda was. They done moved on. They done moved on. You be like, God damn. Them Bond villains be having plans on top of plans underneath plans, and an agenda in between, and then a grand master scheme.
Right.
You be like, damn, these motherfuckers think fantastically.
Right. That shit laid out.
The Bond villains is the illest ones. Some of the illest, most nefarious motherfuckers. One of the Bond villains, that motherfucker built a whole space station outside of the world, took what he considered the better part of the population for genetic purposes. Now you would think that you would have all that money to do all that, you could just sit on top of the world. This motherfucker was living an amazing lifestyle. Like he was living like this Bond villain, I think his name was Drusky or something like that. Drusco. He was living in California, and he had the entire French like villa estate moved from France all across the world to his goddamn spot he wanted in California, brick by brick. You understand what I'm saying? You hear white people doing that shit, but you know they Bond. They took it to a whole nother level. He had everything. The whole landscape moved. So you would think, all right, once a nigga is at that level, I can chill and just sit back, you know what I'm saying, just smoke weed every day. I'm rich. No. This motherfucker said, no, this is not good enough. I want this motherfucker to be in my image, period. This is their mentality. I want this shit to be in my image. I want ultimate power. So this motherfucker built a space station, flew it, and had a whole team of motherfuckers. You be thinking to yourself, like, no one is, like, questioning this shit? He got a whole crew of motherfuckers on here that is down with his plan. Down! There is all, because what the villain knows is that he ain't worried about finding people that's down. Because he knows how to connect to what's in you that wants to survive. And as long as he know that, oh, you gonna be down, motherfucker. Shit. Them Bond villains? Dun 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 dun. Them motherfuckers nefarious. He flew out there. I keep forgetting about the story. I keep going off on tangents. But I thought it was ill. He was like, all right. Once he flew out there, he was gonna like poison the entire fucking planet. Kill like 6 billion motherfuckers. And then repopulate it in his image. That means that his goal was not money. And I'm willing to say that his real goal is never really revealed. You would think that after all that, you would think that, okay, flying into space, poisoning the world, and repopulating in the image would be the end all, the be all. Mm-mm. Or maybe it could be. Maybe he was just like, man, this world system is ugly. And they think money is everything. I made money easily. Let me show them this shit ain't shit. I'm killing billionaires, senators, presidents, everybody. He didn't have nobody of importance on this spaceship. Nobody but himself.
Right.
He said, I'm killing everybody I deem undesirable. I said, damn, Jack. Y'all want to... Somebody answer this. Somebody answer this. And this is not... Because I am not into the argument. You understand? This is just a thought of mine. This is all just a thought. Let me preface this shit, because I'm not into the argument. But when I look at the Earth, and it's the shape of Earth, you know what I'm saying? When I look at all the pictures, it's a round globe, whatever. The thing that bakes my noodle about the globe it just bakes my noodle. Is that they don't never show like images and videos of like spaceships landing underneath it or entering the earth from beneath it. I'm just I mean, anyone can show. I am down with anyone can show me any footage of a spaceship. You understand what I'm saying? Landing underneath the earth, like entering the earth and going up in the earth. I'm just, you know what I'm saying. I find that interesting. Show me an image of a space shuttle entering the earth, like landing on, what is that, Antarctica. I just want to see how it's done. You know what I'm saying? I'm just curious. Shit. Got weed everywhere. I'm just curious. And I just think it's real simple. Like, I'll never, like, every time I see Star Wars, motherfucking Cowboy Bebop, any show that has space motherfuckers in it, when they enter the atmosphere, it's always like slanted in, like landing on top of the part that looks logical. I don't never see them like fly out, go underneath it, and look up. Like, I want to see what the earth looks like from the bottom, like from underneath the motherfucker. I think that's it. Just show me an image and I'll shut the fuck up. Because I don't, I don't know if this shit is breaking news. I don't take myself that seriously. But I am curious, though. I'm just saying. I'm a curious nigga about that. Let's see. Anybody said something in the comments about it? Let me see. Let me see, like a Hillwood said, like a space shuttle re-entry. Yeah, or like anything. Like show me. I don't even care if it's animated. That's how deep I'm taking it. Like, I don't even care if it's like, if it was based on like Star Wars, that movie, with Sandra Bullock, what movie was that? Gravity. Like, I don't care what movie it is. Someone produce an image or video of a space, of some sort of craft entering the world or a planet from underneath it and landing on land. That's all I'm asking. And I'll shut the fuck up about it. Cause I could be looking at it completely different. I could be looking at it wrong. But when I look at a globe and how the land is on it, it looks like it hasn't. It has. It looks like the land is around the globe. Am I bugging?
No, I'm bugging.
I'm just saying. Fuck. I'm not here to wasting niggas' time. I'm just saying. Makes sense to me. Oh, hold on, because the comments be disappearing. Hold on, I'm saying. Said Hillwood said, Richter scale said no image exists. I know no image exists because I looked. Then I looked for videos like I've looked for videos of like space shuttles entering or like pictures of the world of underneath the earth. Or entering the, I mean, listen, I'm too high to name it, but trust me. I typed in every sort of little combination I could think of. Like, I just want to see a simple image of something entering the Earth's atmosphere from its ass. Because I want to know how that lands. If I'm in a space Lamborghini, and I'm like, all right, I want to take my hoe out on the world stroll. Let me show her, you know what I'm saying? Because most niggas can't ride like this space age pimping. So let me hop in this goddamn space lamb and show her the ass of the earth. So when I get up out of there, I should be able to fly underneath the earth and see land. Somebody better help me. I'm just looking at it as from a point of view of what I've been fed, what is considered a globe, and I'm with it. I don't give a fuck what it's shaped like, but I am questioning what I'm seeing. I'm just saying, I'm just questioning. I don't care. I have no skin in the game. It says in space, it wouldn't be considered underneath. And you said in space, it wouldn't be considered underneath. What you mean by that? What would it be considered then? Because hold on, let me pull up let me see if I can pull up a globe. I gotta look at this shit again. Earth, motherfucker. Earth. Simple. The planet Earth. I wish I could share this shit so I could look. Yeah, like when I look at it, it's just a perfect sphere. It's a perfect ball. It's just a perfect ball. I just want to see like images of if the world can be entered. I would imagine based on how it's shaped, you should be able to enter the world. I don't think a meteor is like, all right, I'm gonna enter the motherfucker on top. A meteor is gonna enter this bitch however it can. So that tells me that you can enter it based on NASA's pictures. You can enter it in any way that you want. You can come and go as you please if you have the equipment. You dig what I'm saying? So there aren't no particular, according to NASA now, I don't know, but according to what I'm saying, I haven't heard of anything that says there are blocks in certain areas of the earth from them that says that you only can enter in certain areas. Nah. I'm looking at a perfect sphere. I don't see no doors. I don't see no doors. If I'm rolling up space age pimping from another planet, I don't see no doors to knock on. I should be able to enter this shit anywhere I please. Simple. It's simple. So that's why I question this shit. I question that. That's it. Q Smith said, do they feel themselves being upside down? They must not. Someone just listen. I just want to see a ship go underneath the earth and then just go up. That's all, man. That's all. Nothing complicated. Kind of like I want to see kind of like, this is the earth, this is the spaceship. I just want to see a spaceship go and go up. Show me that. And keep going up. And so I can understand how this shit shifts. When does it turn? When does it take place? When does it begin and stop? Help me know. I don't know, man. What you cooking, baby?
Chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans, and cornbread.
Alright. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll leave that alone, that little tangent alone. I'm just putting that out there. And a nigga can educate me, I'm with it. I am not easy, I'm not hard to find. I'm on Instagram. Kenny_Mansa. Simple. You produce me some information, show me that shit. I would love to sit there and look at it. I ain't got no problem. That's one of the beautiful things of controlling your emotions. You no longer concern yourself with the argument of shit. None of that shit is important anymore. You be like, oh, you just be wanting to know shit. You be pure of heart. Truly. when you begin to remove yourself from all this shit that you think is supposed to be fucking right. Everything is right and everything is wrong in my book. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck to even think about that shit. My house is peaceful every day. And I ain't gotta work hard to keep it that way. It's just peaceful. It's a result of self-inner work. And it's not hard. You just gotta be willing to begin to push that boulder out the way. That's the hard part is, it's kind of like, let's just say, back to that boulder analogy in front of the door. The hard part sometimes is not even recognizing that there is a boulder in front of the door. The hard part is thinking about all the work. Maybe the prep work is what people are scared of. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to hit the gym to prepare to move this rock out the way. All right, I see the rock and I can get behind it and I can start pushing it now, but if I start now, I'm gonna fail because I'm not equipped. Let's just say that. So a lot of the times we look for like shortcuts. Or shortcut will come in the form of some sort of maybe a self-help book, maybe a how-to. And all of those things are valid to a degree. But at the end of the day, nigga, you have got to deal with yourself. Ding. So fucking simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. You look for a soulmate, I'm telling you, yo. Once you begin to love yourself unconditionally, you begin to see that it's not about the person that you with. It's really about you. It is so about you. And I know that's hard for some people to get. Like, it's a difference between comprehending words. I realize this. There's a difference between comprehending and understanding what a person is saying just for the sake of understanding English. And then there is like when something hits home, hits the heart. A lot of times people are satisfied with the ability to understand what a person is saying, but not really their intellect is satisfied and their ego is satisfied with just knowing that intellectually. But to really want to know something, man, you gotta open your heart. Gotta open your heart. So it really sits home. You begin to see your results are different. You begin to get better results when your intent is pure. What constitutes pure intent? If I could put it into words, it's pure intent is just saying like, I don't need this to impress my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get the girl next door. I'm not trying to become no sort of sensation or anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get this shit for real, though. That's how you talk to yourself for real. Like, just be real with yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when that fronting, because when you're fronting, deal with the front. Deal with the front. I was just fronting. Deal with the front. It ain't all bad. it took me about an hour to roll. Cause I'm so goddamn meticulous.
Perfect though.
I'm so meticulous, man. I like to stuff it right. I like that thing to breathe. I like to roll them. You know what I'm saying? I like to stuff them right. I don't like them super, like it feel like when you pull it, you can feel the air sucking all the paper in. You ain't really getting, you ain't getting high. Well, maybe you is, but you know what I'm saying? Take the time to do it right, baby. Just take the time and do it right, baby. And you would do it right. And by doing it right, that means you take the time to want to know what it means to do it right. You understand what I'm saying, baby? And when you want to take the time to want to know what it means to do it right, that's when you get the results, baby. Q Smith said, gotta put that love into it, baby. And I agree with Q Smith. See, that sounds like a name of a player, Q Smith. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta put a little love on it. Cause a little love, baby, will open up the way. Will open up the way. Slow your mind down. Or I should say, it's the same thing. Slow yourself down. Just like begin to like, just use your imagination and just pretend as if you're above your thoughts. Like just pretend that your imagination, you are your thoughts and your experiences, we know this. But with your mind, you have the ability to use imagination so you can deal with it in certain ways. It's a cosmic computer. It's a quantum computer. It configures according to how it is you think. So when you analyze, just pretend like you're like a silver surfer being and you just looking over this life that you have and how it does things and how it moves and reacts and how it treats people. You dig what I'm saying? You begin to see that you've invested a lot of energy in this thing. A ton of energy. Maintaining this. It's not just one, you know, like, it's so, you know, everybody got so much baggage. So, like, it's not, what's interesting is that it's, you know, one thing I can say, it's not going to be one thing that a person can say that's going to work for everybody. You know, like, what one person can say could be monumental and just blow my mind away. You understand what I'm saying? But it may not touch you. Yo, y'all still here? Give me like a middle finger or something. Let me know we in the building.
So,
I need like a middle finger or something in the emoji. Lisanne. Okay, thank you, Lisanne. Thank you. They was playing hating on the nigga. I play hating on the nigga. You know, that's why I feel it's important. It's an ever-ending journey, but the road becomes easier. This, especially specifically talking this human shit. The human shit definitely becomes easier the more every day you deal and analyze everything that fucks with you every day. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this before. We talked about this in detail. Everything that fucks with you And things that, and begin to analyze why you antagonize a motherfucker or something like that. Why do you aggravate a motherfucker the way you do? These are things you have to really be down to fucking face. I'm telling you, man. Some of the benefits is you don't, things just don't fuck with you the same. You know what I mean? It frees up your mind for different forms of transformation. If you're constantly worried about being right about some sort of scholarship, just per se, you will forever be stuck in that image of understanding. It's kind of like if you analyze yourself and become that, figure out. I'm telling you, like in your mind, go into your higher self and look at yourself. If a person is stuck, you begin to see that, oh, this is the same episode over and over. Why is this person having the same episode over and over and over and over again? Why can't they move on? Or why can't I move on? These are kind of questions you would ask yourself. The more you genuinely just want to have just a true, basic personal understanding. Just be like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I have no arguments in this shit. Whatever is supposed to be will be, and I'll stand on that. And just be real about your intent. No, you fine, baby. Shit. This small ass house. You can't do shit in this shit secret. Everything's on display. Oh, I figured out how to keep it up. I don't know if that gets in your way. I have no idea how this shit works. Oh no, it don't stay. Whatever. Chat viewing options.
I gotta put it on my computer before I look at it.
No, that's all right. It pops up and I see it every now and then. Like, let's have a conversation. Like, what are some of the, like, let's see. Like, one thing that the sports world has taught me, like ESPN, and like the constant debating, is that it has programmed regular folk into thinking that they have the right to critique people who are masters at their craft constantly, and feel entitled to, because I'm a fan and you don't exist without me. So I'm entitled to critique you and how you play. And I've never even put on football pads or never played past high school basketball. Probably never even played ever.
Good critique.
You know what I mean? So if people can be programmed to that degree, you begin to also see how difficult it is just to even be truly open-minded, honestly open-minded.
You better drink these juice like him, got you. Okay, give me some juice.
Hey, y'all see BJ right there coming down the stairs?
Give me some water.
Look at BJ coming down the stairs right there. So
That's your world.
I began to, as a result of me understanding that, that helped me with removing how serious I take my opinions. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you really look at yourself and you really be honest, you realize that, you know what I mean? Who are you ultimately? Who are you to, you know what I mean? To why? Not so much as who are you, because you have a right, but you begin to hold yourself accountable as to how emotional you are about it. You know what I mean? You be like, I shouldn't even care about this, but I do. Why do I care so much about this? Why do I have a need? You know what I'm saying? To want to run motherfuckers all the time. And why can't I deal with it? I love how, I don't want to say I love, but I am very intrigued with how I'm very intrigued with how simple these concepts are. That these are shits that people just have a hard time dealing with. I'm seeing this, oh, it's so simple. People can't, like, you watch that Ayana Fix My Life, they, like, the people in the room, they are completely out of their minds.
Yes.
Not in a classical sense of, like, you know, like some sort of, like they're like dumb or stupid. But in the sense of that they are totally entrenched in the soap opera of their own life. To a point to where they are defending this fake narrative. They have invested so many emotions into this, into whatever their issues are. You gotta want to redirect. One of the beautiful things about this, you begin the process of redirecting where your emotions lay. Cause boy, oh boy, that's a beautiful power. I'm telling y'all, man.
You seen this movie?
You hear this, baby? It's hard to explain. Like shit just becomes comical.
When you was time, I'll get you a condom.
Shit becomes comical to you. What's interesting about this video? Before I did this video today, I was thinking I'm gonna do it sober, and I'm just realizing now I'm smoking.
Damn, ain't that something? You got Myers in the cup, don't you?
Yeah, I got Myers in the cup.
You didn't even realize.
Yeah, as I was walking today, when we took that walk,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, when I hop on live today, I'm gonna do that shit sober. Like completely, you know, or not smoking or whatever.
Right. Try something different.
Let's see.
You indulged and didn't even realize.
My subconscious mind was like, nah, nigga. You said give you the best shit.
Mm.
Oh, my bad. my girl, I just left her hanging. She was like,
Like, you gonna leave me hanging?
I'm just sitting there.
Boo.
She was like, you gonna pass the blunt, nigga?
But it's cool how you was holding it like you was passing it to him.
She was like, you gonna pass that? You know,
You look like your daughter.
you sound like my daughter.
Well, your daughter look like you. I see Nana right now.
She look like her mama.
Whatever. I know you, so I see you in her.
I like my hair. I'm fucking with my hair. That shit was ugly as fuck when I started. It still got a long way to go. Hey! You know. When you analyze yourself, I look back and I say, why did this Kenny thing? Why do people connect to this Kenny idea? I sit back and I thought about it. I'm like really just thinking about it. Like, what the fuck is it? You know what I mean? What is it? You know.
The weed.
You said it's the weed?
Yeah, I'm asking if you got some weed.
Oh yeah, I got weed strappers. And I don't know why, because I stuffed it great.
I pulled it. That's my fault.
Oh right, it's the hype.
And then it be get stuck in my
My
lip
lady,
balm.
man, she be pulling the weed, man, too hard. You gotta pull. You see?
I'm chiefing. Oh, I can't help it.
See?
This is natural. Just to pull it.
You know. And I see, and as I analyze myself throughout the years, and I look at the friends that I had and things like that, you know, you begin to see why you connect with people and things. You know, the best thing I can say is based on all these conversations. Say you over there stuffing blunts. You already know boy. I got a stuffer. So I got all the tools to the trade. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them fantastic niggas. When I'm into something, I like to have the whole shebang set up.
Accessories and tools.
Depends on, what it is. I don't, like if I play video games, I don't need a gamer chair. I don't need gamer keyboards and mics. No, I just need a couch and a fucking controller. But when it comes to this shit, I need my tray, my grinder, I need my shit. So I can do this shit right. Yeah, word. Yeah, I tried. Yeah, back rolls is a different level of skill. But I'm gonna learn that though. Don't worry. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry. I just graduated from the cones. I just learned how to roll. My skills ain't there yet, but trust me. Trust me. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be there. Shit. What I was talking about? Oh, why people fuck? Why I think? Oh, because I think it's because I can even have that question. That's a real question. I started to realize that there is something about me that's that has the innate ability to be able to like just give it real from the just real inner thoughts. Because you think you alone in how you think, and you realize you have more in common with people than what you think. But I also realize that on some level, like my story is relatable than a motherfucker. I thought my shit was oh Kenny, man. People was like, man, oh I went through the same thing. That's the exact same thing. Oh, I know exactly what you went through. I know the exact. I said, oh, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like motherfuckers be going through it like me. So it's very therapeutic. very it's a very interesting experience. I'm beginning to sweat a little. I don't know why. I'm not hot. Shit. Ain't nobody got that. Ain't nobody give me no evidence on that. Well, I guess it's too early. I guess I need to be patient. Someone gonna show me a ship landing underneath the earth.
Oh yeah, somebody probably sent it to you on Instagram.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Send me that shit. You know what I mean? Send me whatever you got that is truly thought provoking. Just send it to me. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Man, I can't stand that. They do that shit, man. I ain't even fucking with YouTube. I'm not playing nothing. I ain't even fucking with them right now. You said, baby?
I was reading the comment.
I don't never go. Oh, you said, do I do IG live?
No, somebody said we're gonna hit your IG. We live right now. Here with 365 said.
365. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I just saw a live. I just saw a video titled "New Human Has Ever Left Earth Atmosphere." Oh, put it in the link, nigga. Better yet, put it in the comments so I can really see it. Cause I'll get to it eventually. I'm not really in the habit of reading comments too much because it's you know, I feel it's a space for people to express themselves. I don't really get in, you know. So the best way to hit me is Tashim Dillard, what up? How long I been in it? I'm gonna send it to your IG. Yep, yeah, hit me up. Yeah, send it to my IG. It's Kenny_Mansa. Simple. Hey, boo boo. You hungry, BJ?
Wait, no.
You not hungry? What?
You just had a little snack.
What snack you had, BJ? You remember what you had? Oh, you had some chips and juice? Nice.
You said donut stick too.
He got a donut stick? Dang!
Donut stick.
Dang, you had a whole whip. Oh, make sure I ain't missing nothing. Oh, okay. So yeah, man. The more you remove. No, they fine, baby. They alright. They wanna play. Shit. This ain't no sermon.
I know. I be thinking like how when I get online and teach, you know. But this is different.
This ain't no sermon. Oh yeah.
I smoke by that.
No, I think I'm straight for now. You can smoke, baby. Hurry up this way again. Oh, I should cut my keyboard on. Should I cut my keyboard on? I haven't played my keyboard, y'all, forever. I should cut that shit on. Nah, because it's connected to my laptop. I don't know if I feel like it. Maybe next time. What's up? Yeah.
Well, just now.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
I didn't even hear you, so I don't think so.
You didn't hear me screaming?
No.
Oh, okay. It's the food almost done. What? Oh. Okay.
Man.
Ow.
So yeah, man. All will be revealed soon. All will be revealed soon. Just know that the story is written as long as you stay the course. Hey, baby. You stay the course. You dig what I'm saying? You had your heart open. You had your mind open. Be genuine about your shit. And you will be ready for this new shift. This new shift is just, it's all about those who have the ability to adapt for real though. Past survival. You understand what I'm saying? Survival will be a byproduct of, you know, of the shift. That will be nothing to you. Survival is not going to be nothing to you in the next shift. You dig what I'm saying? If you have your mind ready and prepared for changes, if you're not stuck on one way, if you're not stuck on this way, stuck on that way, if you're not sitting back saying like this is how shit is supposed to be, but if you're just like, all right, you know what I mean? I know how to.
Oh my God, Skip. My bad, y'all.
The kids play rough,
Yes.
but you're not gonna. You have to be able to prepare your mind to be able to navigate the new landmines. You dig? And the easiest way to be able to do that is when you are able to survey the landscape without emotions. If you sitting there arguing with niggas where the landmines are, you just arguing, and then you just run out there based on emotions because you think you fast like motherfucking Jim Brown or some shit. You'll find yourself starting back over once you hit one of them bitches. But if you just sit back and say, okay, you know, let's think about this. You know what I mean? Let's do this right. You know what I mean? I don't have to necessarily be the fastest one to get through the minefield. I don't have to get through it better than anyone. But I need to figure out the best way how I can navigate it. You know what I'm saying? Based on how my mind works, because someone else's skill set could be different. We all have our own shit down here. You understand what I'm saying? Take this to, is this Cadence?
Yeah, that's good.
Take it to Cadence. You know what I mean? So you want to be able to sit back and say, okay, I'm preparing my mind to be able to do this how I do this. And that's without emotion. You dig? Do y'all have any motherfucking questions? EM. What up, EM? Just tapped in. What y'all talking about? Shit, man, I be all over the place. But mainly, if I can pinpoint it, the importance of dealing with emotions, that's my main thing. Because emotions is what controls how you deal with things directly. The more you're able to control how you invest your emotions, the better you're able to control that, the better you are able to direct not only where you're going, but it just opens your heart. The more you relieve yourself of expectation of bullshit. when you let things go. You know what I'm saying? It opens your heart and you begin to be so open-minded. You feel like the cosmos belongs to you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you don't throw nothing out. You feel like everything is important and not important at the same time. You see? You be right in the middle, like you could just sit back and say, okay. Oh, I can see that. You know what I mean? And then you also be able to stand on your square at the same time, whatever that is. But not hell bent on proving that your square is the right one and the one that everyone should be standing on. No, you should be just happy and you should be content on standing on your shit. You know what I'm saying? And you be alright. You be doing what you do, how you do, and what you do. You did?
Oh my gosh.
You know. So, come on, man. Emotions. H-Town got a song called Emotions. Listen to that shit. H-Town really do got a song called Emotions. Rest in peace to the lead singer of H-Town. Shit, it must be his energy. Rest in peace to the lead singer of H-Town. What was his name? Tino? Is it a Tito or Tino? I think his name was Tino. He passed in a car accident along with his girlfriend some years back. In the prime of his career. You know what I mean? He was one of them brothers who was truly had one of those voices. He had one of those transcending voices. You dig what I'm saying? The lead singer of H-Town, he had a transcending voice. He was like when they first came out, they was young. He was like 19. He sounded like a grown ass man. Like baby, don't you remember like listening to H-Town as a kid? We were kids when H-Town was popping. You know what I'm saying? In the mid 90s. Huh? H-Town. Body rocking, knocking the boots.
Oh, okay, yes.
Huh? The lead singer of that group, yeah, he died years ago. That's why they stopped making music. He died years ago. And his voice was crazy. He sounded like that the way you hear him sing, he was young when he first came out. He was like 19. And he sounded like a veteran. He definitely seemed like he'd been doing it forever. He was in a car with his lady. They pulled out of the studio, got hit by a truck, I think. Literally pulling out the studio. And that was that. They said he was drunk? Oh, I didn't know he was drunk. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was under the influence at the time. You know what I mean? I honestly don't know that. But he was they're from Houston, right? Houston, so it was in the wee hours in the morning. Oh, word. Houston. But I still haven't been to Houston. I heard Houston has some of the most fantastic looking sisters around. In H-Town, Houston. I heard it. Whoa. Our movie crew said we are amazing. That's what I heard. I heard them Houston sisters, boy.
Hey.
Hill would say, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and like you hear things because I be hit people be hitting me. I ask. I don't give a fuck. I ask. You know what I'm saying? Because I once we get past we have the conscious conversations and all that. Because I'm looking to learn from them as much as they are looking to learn from me. It's really a humbling experience. You understand what I'm saying? He almost bust his ass.
Oh, so he played it off again.
You know he's you know what I mean? And bust his ass. You understand what I'm saying? But like once we get past all the beautiful consciousness, which you don't not necessarily get past, but you find the medium and balance. Like, all right, fuck, man, I'm waking up every day in this shit. You understand what I'm saying? What they're talking about, what the brother was just talking about, we are stuck between Acre, the two planets, Acre, right? Mars and Earth.
Right.
And we are stuck in a never-ending story, like the same day and night, day and night, day and night, day and night, day and night. You understand what I'm saying? So once you begin to accept that idea that you are waking up in an existence, all right, and you begin to know yourself, there is also a moment of realization, the importance of letting loose. Like most people party as a reaction of boredom, and I understand it. Most people party and kick it as a reaction of boredom and just letting their mind loose and take their mind off of regular human shit, which is important because this shit can be hard to deal with sometimes. But once you begin to really kind of like woosah, you know what I mean? Like, like once you begin to kind of like begin to want to accept new ideas of fun, let's just say. New ideas and new ways of doing things that are totally foreign to what you would normally would do. You know what I mean? Those type of things become like kind of like things that you become exposed to the more you open your mind. You know what I mean? Because you can be so rigid in your everyday human life. You can be so rigid and you will get in your own way until you deal with why you're so rigid in that way. The ultimate goal, no matter how many little layers I name, none of it matters and unless because none of it matters unless you get the simple concept of ultimately all it means is having the ability to let go. That means whatever. I could sit here and talk about every layer of thing that you need to let go, but that would be me just talking at this point. The ultimate goal you want to reach in your heart and mind is convincing your subconscious mind that you have the ability to let go of anything that you want. Anything that you feel is that is contrary to your goal of learning about yourself. It's not so much as like shaming yourself for the human shit that you've done. It's impossible not to do a lot of this human shit. You understand what I'm saying? So you begin to with yourself, you begin to eat the fish and spit out the bones. And not regret the bones. That don't become something that haunts you any longer. You begin to embrace it all. You dig? When you are getting over shit, all you are doing is developing that muscle of control, of having the ability to cut off whatever you want. Once you get in the habit of doing that, then what it's kind of like Jenga. Once you pull enough blocks in Jenga, the whole thing crumbles. You don't have to like actually pull everything down one by one. You understand what I'm saying? The idea is to know that you have the ability to pull blocks. As a result of pulling blocks, you be like, oh, that's all I gotta do is pull these bitches?
Right.
Oh, then it just start crumbling down and all this shit is bullshit.
Right.
You be like, oh, it's all bullshit.
No foundation.
You'll realize that I built this Jenga game. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I built this. I pieced this Jenga game together. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And it gets taller and taller. The worst thing that you will want it to do is to become wider. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And the scary thing is that people perhaps are building their Jenga and they're building foundations for their Jenga system instead of actually breaking it down, getting it up to a point to where they can crash it emotionally. You understand what I'm saying? You got to break this thing down. It takes time. It takes time. But once you get used to the process of doing it, it becomes easier. You understand what I'm saying? You heard like James Bond? That motherfucker James Bond said, you know what I'm saying? What do you say? Like the first kill was hard. But of course, after that. Dun 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? Bond, once I got that first kill, all right. Second kill, third kill, now license to kill. Now I really understand what my license to kill is about. Kill without no emotion, no provocation, when necessary. That means that when when a motherfucker try throwing an agenda in front of me, I got a license to kill. I got a license to kill, and it's not emotional. You know what I'm saying? It's not something, it's not personal. It's like, all right. I got a license to kill. What you know about that Gladys Knight? Cause she sung License to Kill.
You know what I'm saying though? Like,
Oh, that's
it didn't come out until what year?
that 87, I think.
Okay, the year I was born.
I think 87. Timothy Dalton's first movie as Bond.
Okay, yeah.
License to Kill. License to Kill. Hey. Hold on, I gotta play that shit. I don't give a fuck what YouTube say. Fuck them. I gotta play the beginning of that.
They gonna put the little copyright.
I don't give a fuck. Cause I gotta play the beginning of that. Cause it's so ill. Where's my iTunes at, man? I gotta hear just the beginning part of that shit. Them horns. Where is it? I know it's on my playlist. It got Timothy Dalton, ugly ass on the front. There it is. So know about that, boy. Gladys Knight. Damn. All right, that's it.
Man.
Cut creator on the fader. Y'all don't know nothing about that, boy. Y'all be sitting at home on y'all ass. Expose yourselves to some new shit. Expose yourself to some new shit. You understand what I'm saying? You sitting there watching the porns, but you could be doing them. Fantasizing ass niggas. I'm just saying. Boom, boom. Ultramagnetic. Oh, nigga. No, you didn't just say that. That name did not just pop up on my shit. No, it didn't. Oh.
Party people's in a place to be. Just for you, it's the Ultramagnetic MCs. Say what? Here, the helicopters rhyme, 'cause the jam is just moving. The crowd is steady. To a supersonic thing with high and stupid bass.
Y'all niggas, boy. Why he had to come up in here with that name? Why he do that? Make me think about that thing. Had to play that shit, nigga. The Ultramagnetic MCs. See, the future said, sounds like Mitch at the club and paid him for. Hold on, no, Ultramagnetic gave you a compliment, Boca Bank.
What's that?
He said classic energy from the queen.
Oh, thank you.
Shit, until you make her mad. Make her mad. You gonna see some classic energy, all right?
You're a monster.
See some fantastic energy. It sounds like Mitch at the club paid him for. Oh, that's Brucey B. Brucey B. Ha ha. Get your groove on. Stop playing. Nah, I mean. It's the world's greatest. It's the world's famous. Ha ha. Just a country boy from Dothan. Sitting back and you sitting there watching them cool ass New York niggas do all that cool hip hop shit. Like, damn, man, them motherfuckers are cool.
Right. To have been raised in New York for some cool.
You know, but it's like, damn, man, they went through it. They did the work.
For real.
And we get to benefit. You know what I mean? And I think it's great. It's like things are happening around you. And there is something that in you that just want to partake in it. You know, something in you sometimes just get tired of just witnessing. Witnessing is cool and it's fun. That's why we like going to the movies. But then there's a reason why there are actors in the movies. Because some of those people are just like, yeah, watching movies are fine, but I want to be in the play. That's just it's just in them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's something that's in them that they are willing to explore that part of themselves. You know what I mean? No matter what society has given us as an option, nonetheless, we here. So just wanted to explore that. You know what I mean? You dig? Raina said that's the key but necessary. Just point to the center. Word. You dig? Hold on. What I miss? Hold on, Raina. Raina in the building. It's the dog. Oh, you know, we 170 minutes in. Oh, you know, we good and high in this bitch. Everybody watching is high.
Hey.
I think. I be liking to think that
Okay.
we be all in this bitch dealing with this shit together. Just dealing with this shit, you know, and then you begin to see that at the very least, even if you don't know it in detail, you know at the very least that this shit is some sort of game, some sort of and things are happening, you know, and you are having a very unique experience. Like we take our existence for granted, and it seems natural to do. Like if you're sitting here like listening, you know what I mean? You're sitting there listening. It's almost, do you feel like you entitled to have the ability to listen? Do you feel like, yeah, I mean, I'm here, you know, I'm supposed to be here. I know that's the case because you are, but what if you wasn't? You ever consider that? Oh, this is the thoughts I be having. I be like, I consider that. Like, well, I'm here, but I know I'm here, but, and I know that, but I could not. And then you begin to realize that the ultimate, I don't want to say the ultimate reality, but you get an understanding like, well, you begin to see that it kind of feels like this shit is just will never end. Like you feel like a forever being. You know that you are connected to some sort of like infinite, like cosmic, some sort of infinite force that propels your existence. You know. My moving crew support team. She said she just said it aloud. Be careful, baby. You gotta put it back in there. You want me to do it?
Oh, okay. About 5 more minutes. This cornbread should be done.
Oh! We just started watching we late, but we just started watching Gotham. It's good. That shit good as shit. The first couple episodes, I was like, we're not gonna make it. No, we're not gonna make it.
Corny as hell.
Cause it was so corny. Fish was sitting there, Jada Pickett sitting there and shit with that red hair, with that cut. I was like, man, why they had to do it like that? So corny. And Penguin was corny as fuck. But then the motherfuckers started to. I started to see that they had character.
Right.
I said, hold on, they actually got some character on this bitch. And then next thing you know, shit, we into it. Gotham is good.
Yeah.
It's real good. There's some shit going on. There's some shit going on in Gotham. Glad I picked that up. And it's 5 seasons in.
Are they still filming that?
I don't know if they're still filming it, but they got 5 seasons done. That's so much to watch.
We gonna run through that.
That is so much to watch. Oh, I missed something. Hold on. What did brother just say? Immortal 72. Man suffers from taking serious what the gods made for fun.
I like that.
The gods made for fun.
Man, that's
My moving crew support team said it was bad in the beginning. It was bad in the beginning. I almost cut that shit. See, my patience is like slim when it comes to TV, Jack.
We kept watching it though, for some reason.
Because I heard so much good shit about it from other people. I was just like, I was willing to give it a chance. You know, that's just how it works. Just willing to give it a chance. Like, I remember telling people about The Sopranos for years.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised as to how many niggas didn't watch The Sopranos. My best friend just completed the seasons like a year ago. You know what I'm saying? He a watching TV motherfucker. I've been trying to tell him about The Sopranos for years, but he loved The Wire so much and the niggas that he felt like the Italians wasn't gonna be shit on the show. But nigga, once he started watching it, he started seeing how the motherfuckers act.
Right.
We started having different conversations.
I still want to watch all the way through.
Oh, The Sopranos. Yeah, you ain't watched it. See, I done
seen bits
seen.
and pieces.
I've seen all the seasons 3-4 times,
Yeah, I see.
4-5 times. I done seen The Sopranos through
I'm gonna go through.
more than once, multiple times. I know the characters in depth on that motherfucker. I know the in depth. I used to read. I read the plots years ago. I was doing this shit years ago. I read the characters, their backstories, and they coming out with a new series showing the backstory, showing Tony Soprano's father, his uncle Junior, all that shit.
I gotta go watch.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we'll go back. Yeah, I told you we gonna sit down. We gonna go back and watch them because we gonna go through them quick. Sopranos is that good. You gonna want to see. You gonna want to see them episodes back to back. Yeah, Sopranos is that good. You know, I took to The Sopranos because I already had a natural interest for the Italian mob anyway. I was already studying them, so for me it was just a furthering of my study at the time. For whatever reason, I found how they operated interesting, and I could see that they were able to carry on this tradition for quite a while. And I started to see that somehow, some way, our people wasn't able to duplicate that. And I thought that was interesting. Like, why, at the time I was thinking, like, why can't we duplicate what the Italians did? And, like, keep a family tight like that and run shit for real. They was doing their thing. The Italian mafia was doing their thing. As racist as they was. It did. Hill was only saw the season finale. How you saw the?
Season finale of Gotham.
You talking about a Gotham? Hill, will y'all be ashamed? You sound like you sound like my homeboy Jerry. Don't give a shit. Just watch it from anywhere. Watch the whole season finale. I'm like, oh, I know what happened, and say fuck it. Great day. Like do y'all have one of those friends who don't care if you tell them the story of the movie? They gonna watch it anyway. Like, I don't care. Just tell me what happened. Like, nah, I'll be like, nah. Don't tell me shit. I don't like getting spoiled for things that I find interesting. Don't spoil me. Let me be surprised. And that's why we kept this information away from ourselves. We want to surprise ourselves, maybe. Either way, the information is going to come. So we're going to be surprised anyway. So maybe we designed it for us to be surprised. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe because there is an energy. Maybe there's a primordial energy in being surprised that will be important for our transformation. That the shock will be important for those who are ready and prepared mentally and spiritually for that type of shock. And that's what certain black folk or certain folk, period, are afraid of. They say niggas aren't ready for information. They'll say niggas aren't ready for information. What they're saying is that we aren't prepared for the shock of it. I'm saying that there's plenty of us that is. And I'm no longer, I don't propagate that idea that we aren't ready. We are. The fact that you can even say that we aren't ready means that we are. The fact that you can say that even out loud. You know what I'm saying? So lay it on me. Lay it on me. Baby, baby. Lay it on me. Lay it on me like this joint right here. Hold on. Lay it on me like this joint.
If Peter Piper packed them, I bet you Biggie bust them. He probably tried to fuck them. I told him not to trust them. Lyrically, I dust them off like flesh. Hit hard like sledgehammers. Bitch with that platinum brim.
All right. You dig? Shock me. And I encourage you, if you want to be with, if you want to have certain experiences, particularly just like pertaining to like relationships and things of that nature, it's a twofold thing. First and foremost, you have to have the mindset you have to already have dealt with certain things in your heart before you start dealing in certain type of relationships. And this is just my humble opinion from doing like my own personal little work. You have to prepare your heart a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? You have to divorce yourself of those old ways of convention that you are emotionally attached to because you've been taught that way. You dig what I'm saying? Because there are certain things that you can do within your relationship that can provide you, like, I don't know, like, I don't want to say shock value. But aren't you tired of capping yourself? I really think it's that simple. Aren't you tired of just living capped? No one wants to be capped anymore. I don't want to be capped. People that look like us and people that look nothing like us. No allies. And 54. We did everything and more. And 54, Lord said, we did everything and more of what Italians did. The thing is, we had no allies. So every time we did anything, it was always perceived as a treat to all Europeans. Word, you know what in 54? You know what I think in 54? Like, it maybe perhaps the Italians mafia was practicing some sort of form of how we used to get down. Just some sort of form of it. And they used it against us. Like, they used that idea against us. But what's interesting is that some of the black people that the Italians did decide to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Particularly, Italians love to deal with blacks when it came to the drug game. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the money was mostly made, in the streets. You dig? So they wasn't really lacing niggas with game as to how this shit really goes or how it should go. They wanted to keep them at a certain level. You dig? That's why when you look up Casper Holstein and the numbers racket, him creating the numbers game, the lottery system that you are familiar with today, like Mega Millions, Powerball, comes from Casper Holstein and him inventing the numbers game based on him working on Wall Street. And he wasn't like a stockbroker or anything, but he was working in the building as an assistant or something. I forgot what it was that he did, but he worked in the building, and then he devised a game based on the system of how the stock market went up and down. Genius shit. You know what I'm saying? However he did it. And he took it, and then we were able to create an economy off of it. A thriving economy. It was a lot of rich Negroes doing well off of that. And the Italian mafia, and the white gangsters, the Irish ones, and the Jewish ones, particularly didn't like those nigga pennies. But they wanted those nigga pennies. And they wanted to control those nigga pennies. But the thing is that maybe you can say it's ignorance, but you can also say it's within our DNA. We do things with so much love that we don't feel we need to have an organized crime family. That could perhaps be the case. Like everybody's family. Like when you look at some of the greatest underworld drug dealers that ruled the 70s and the 80s, the ones who had the greatest runs are the ones who treated folks the best. Just to be honest with you. Like if you look up, there was a legendary gangster by the name of Eddie Jackson out of Detroit, Michigan. He sold a lot of fucking heroin. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing that stood the most out to me about Eddie Jackson, and I encourage you to go on YouTube or just put in Eddie Jackson, Detroit, or Eddie Jackson Kingpin. His story is amazing. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? The thing I like about Eddie Jackson was not so much as the money he made, which he made astronomical amounts of. You understand? But it was how he treated people. He treated people with so much love, care, respect, even the fiends. Which means that there was something about him that he mastered. It was something, it represented, how he treated people just represented how any nigga with a good heart would do when they are in position. You put everybody on. Anytime you see a brother who gets on top and is not willing to put anybody on, that means he's accepted the idea and adopted the mentality of Europeans. Because real niggas do real nigga shit. They can't do nothing else. You understand what I'm saying? Real niggas are going to always stand firm and stand on, like, true, real shit. You know. Not so much as laws, but like an innate principle that where you just know how to flow and move. It's not necessarily based on rules and of how to be, but like as long as you know, I want you to thrive just like me, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing in me that feels the need to hoard any sort of information and just, it's mine. All mine. You know what I mean? Like, if I figure out the story, oh, niggas gonna get it. We shutting this bitch down. Or turning this bitch up. Whatever it is, Or maybe all of the above. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna push the red button. I'm pushing the button like, oh, shit. Oh, it must be that time if it's there. What am I waiting on? I'm not gonna sit there, maybe niggas need more time. They're not ready. Shit, damned if you do, damned if you don't. D? Nigga, bye. D? Shit. Ain't got time. Man, please. Please. We are in the time of the gods. The gods will be here and they will be able to help niggas who want to help. They would have left behind enough information. They would have done the work and helped those that are around them for a blueprint to teach you how to get to where we at, nigga. But nigga, shit. There are all sorts of theories that you can come up with to try to explain this place. And there are plenty of them. I sit and I think about it all the time. I think like, damn, I just want to know the secrets of this place and explain it. Explain, and understand my decision. Because the scary thing is not being in control after you die. That's the only thing. For a conscious motherfucker, or so-called, for lack of a better term, a conscious motherfucker, we kind of like, the way we're thinking more on a cosmic scale, to the best of our ability. Our hearts is open to a cosmic and quantum reality. That's what our hearts is really open to. So we really want to understand what that means and how we gonna move in that shit. And you know what I'm saying? Ashe to the spirit, Teddy Pendergrass, he was the first spirit that gave me an idea to the best of what my brain could get to what a quantum reality is about. I can't remember if I spoke on this or not before, but I'll speak on it again. You said I have?
It's a little bit. Yeah,
Oh, I can't remember if I have or not, but I'll speak on it again in case niggas haven't heard it. But Teddy Pendergrass came through for me. And this is one of the first ones, you know what I'm saying? I remember, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing about all these masters having these spiritual experiences. So I became also interested in having the experience that was similar. I began to open my heart to it, Long story short, as I began to open my heart to wanting to experience ancestral energy, and not for the sake of them just appearing in my living room or some shit, but just really want to understand and experience what they are and if I can have some sort of shared experience, like if they've made the transition on the other side, if we are able to communicate with them, one of the first things I want to know is what kind of experience are you having? For real though. You know what I'm saying? Like, not, questions like, so, are you still, do you still watch videos of yourself on Earth?
Right.
Do you still watch people talk about you on Earth all the time? Man, I know that's funny. And I'm sure that conversation could be had. But like for me in the beginning, first things first for me was that, what's going on over there? Or in there? Or out there? Or what is your experience like? And Teddy Pendergrass came through. He really did. He showed me experience. He gave me an experience. An idea of what a quantum reality is like. You understand what I'm saying? He said, so this is how I went. Went into the dream world, went to sleep. I woke and I had lucid dream. When I woke up in the lucid dream, it was Teddy Pendergrass dressed in all black. He had on material I can't explain. It was like silk, suede, and cashmere mixed. You understand what I'm saying? It was all black. You know what I mean? And it was just like he has like a fantastic suit on. You understand what I'm saying? But he didn't have like a suit jacket. He had on like a black tank top. Black tank top with that material with the pants. You understand what I'm saying? And he's standing there on a crystal stage performing. And I'm behind him. I'm like, why do I get to have this VIP experience? That was the first thought that came to mind. I'm like, damn, he's performing in front of millions and millions of people. I'm like, damn, this is amazing. And as he's performing, I just humbly asked. I said, how is it that those people way in the back of the cosmos are able to hear and experience you singing? He was like, they're having a quantum experience. They are experiencing me like you are. I said, oh. He said their point of view is whatever point of view they want. He said, so you chose this point of view to be behind me to see what I see. I said, oh, okay. And then he instantly, boom. And I was in like a room, and like, I guess a room where he fucks bitches at. I was in a room where he fucks bitches and shit. So as I'm looking in his room and shit, I'm like, yo, this is some player shit. He had like purple and white silk. Like they were just draping from the walls. It was just some ultra player shit. Had a giant white bed. You understand what I'm saying? And as I'm sitting there, I'm having a conversation with him. I see that he's also, as I'm having a conversation with him, remember, he has not stopped performing. He's still performing. I can still see that somehow, that he's performing, and I can experience the performance. He's even singing songs that I like. You understand? And I begin to realize I was opening my heart to songs that he never even got a chance to produce and write in his prime. He began to sing new songs. I'm serious. I can't remember the lyrics, you understand? Because I was too busy enjoying the experience. Anyways, so as I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, you over there laying over there with the bad bitch? He was like, yeah, that's what she wants. She's experiencing that side of me. You understand what I'm saying? So I begin to see that once you are in that quantum space, you become like, I don't know, like available to everyone without hurting or harming anyone. It's really quite amazing. It's really quite amazing. It's as if like I could be having like a reality that includes you. Just say if I wanted to fuck. You understand? Like you a super bad bitch and I wanted to fuck. I could have you there and experience you there, the essence of you. You understand? Without hurting or harming you. You understand what I'm saying? But I could still, but it's not like as if you aren't there. It's weird. But what I'm ultimately experiencing is the essence of you. Ultimately, it's the essence of you and what you've produced and the work that you've put in and added to the cosmos. So we all get to experience this, is what I'm saying. You dig what I'm saying? We all get to experience this. Some way, somehow. N54, damn, bro, I gotta punch that clock. It is getting late, man. It is getting late. But we have, it's some sort of quantum shared experience. To where, like, everyone can do everything without, it's like everything is everything. It's really hard to explain. It's really, really hard to explain. Oh, baby, they can eat.
Oh, they eat, don't worry.
Dang, you hard. Boy, she making concessions for this live. Young boss Kim. Peace. Imagination, Empress K, is all there is. That's what you're gonna need. You know what I'm saying? Fucking around what they doing. They doing some chaos shit. And they're open they open themselves. I don't know if there is if necessarily if there's some sort of extra pleasure that is obtained based on how many people you touched. You understand what I'm saying? Let's just say you touched a lot of people and you can somehow have access to this information in the quantum realm to everyone that you've touched. Maybe you would have a bigger menu. I don't know. All I know is, you dig. All I know is that it's the best way I can explain it is that it's all bespoke to your imagination. It is your greatest limit. It will you would be the greatest, the limit, the cap. You would be the cap to it. So I say and shout out to Teddy Pendergrass for allowing me to have that dream. You understand? And you begin to yearn for more and more and more and more of these experiences. The more you open your heart for breakthroughs, you understand? And breakthroughs come based on your intention. You opening your heart and mind to it because it can come in an unconventional way. If you are stuck in a certain way of thinking, you understand what I'm saying? Then you will be getting in your own way. Because the breakthrough is trying to come at you, but it can only come at you, you understand, when your heart and your mind is open, because it can come at you in a way that you didn't know. So you gotta be open. Gots to be open, player. Gots to be open. You become so you don't even. It's amazing how you just don't even be judgmental no more. You don't even be judgmental. You be happy to see everybody be happy with whatever it is that they're doing. It's really amazing. Put the work in. I promise you will be rewarded. What MC Hammer say in that song? MC Hammer.
What song?
Let's get it started. What MC Hammer say on that song, Let's Get It Started? And something on the hammer, and you will be rewarded. Let's get it started. I just remember liking that part as a kid. And something on the hammer, and you will be rewarded. He used to say that shit so hard. I liked it. Hammer, he caught my man. I don't know why. He appealed to kids.
Yeah, he did. I remember as a kid, but not the adults who are, the
Yeah,
kids. Yeah.
I remember that. Like, he was like kind of magical to me as a kid. Those big genie pants. I know, like, the niggas who was grown in hip hop really doing the niggas who was really grown, listening to Coogee rap and shit in '88. Them niggas was probably thinking different.
Right, no.
But a kid like me, MC Hammer had his own cartoon, man, was talking shoes. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get a kid, man. You can get a kid. Put on a cartoon and have something creative. Them off had them talking shoes on. This is something that I'm just not realizing. Mm-hmm. Right now, I just got a little breakthrough. Mm-hmm. I've always been into transformation. Something about transformation just turns me on. Mm-hmm. Alchemy, taking one thing from another. supersonic. When I found out he can transform from blue to gold, that just for whatever reason that was fantastic. That you can be one thing, start off as something, and become something else. That's fantastic to me. That's why I like that MC Hammer cartoon. I don't remember the narratives of the cartoon. It was real corny. You know what I mean? But I remember when he put them shoes on, he would transform. And be cool, had that all black outfit on with that gold chain. He would have his powers and shit. I thought that,
Dragon Ball Z, all that.
Dragon Ball Z, yeah. The whole lore of that. Transformation! And the transformation thing, it's connected in so many different ways. Not so much as like a being turned into a super being, but also like what turned Howard Hughes into a recluse. To me, that's the exact same thing. Like it's a transformation. Like, oh, you want this?
I want to crack the door, but
Oh, you
get in front of the camera.
You want to get in front of the camera? Oh Lord, she didn't want to get in front of the camera. I guess she don't feel ready right now.
Oh, mine. I don't want to disrupt you. You talk.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Maybe next time. But like I've always been intrigued, even as a child, like just wanting to know the reason why a motherfucker do it. That's why I can sit back and I can watch like serial killers. As a kid, I used to sit there and watch the documentaries like of like Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy, motherfucking Ed Gein. All of them.
Yes.
And I used to sit there and just watch. Like when YouTube became available, I used to just watch them all. I used to watch all the serial killer documentaries. And I was just intrigued always. Like, what caused it? What the fuck did you do? You know, like that, the crimes itself was already heinous. But I'm like, man, what made you do it? What was that because you didn't come out the womb strangling motherfuckers. So clearly there was a something triggered that. And that's the part that gets me. I be wanting to know, like, yeah, what was that breaking point? You know what I mean? No, I'm straight right now. I be wanting to know that breaking point. Because ultimately, I realized it was something that I wanted to know in me. I wanted to know my breaking point. I wanted to know what it is that I needed to do in order to get my transformation. To have that experience, you dig? I wanted to have that experience, to turn one thing to another. I knew what I was supposed to be based on how I was raised. Now I want to see if I can change that. Can I be a willing participant in that? You know what I mean? And before I began to explore that, I did a tremendous amount of self-work. You know what I mean? Like, humbly speaking, like, I just didn't hop on YouTube and just start talking shit. Like, I just, like, and just was obsessed with transforming into to transforming. And by wanting to transform, I realized I was also aligning myself with a frequency at the same time. It's interesting. It's really like a twofold experience. Like, you become this chaos being, and then you are also aligned with this frequency at the same time. It's really quite interesting. It's like, all right, you transform, and then it also opens your eye. Right. Like, it's like you see better. Things become clear. And things become clear because you be want to fucking know. It's kind of like, it's like if you put your ear to your parents' door, that means that you are willing to expose yourself to whatever it is that you hear. That means that there is something in you that want to know that bad, that you are willing to say to yourself that whatever I hear, could be some shit, and I'm gonna have to deal with it.
Are you ready for that?
You dig what I'm saying? And that's what this shit is like. It's like, yo, I want to know that bad. I want to know that bad to where like I'm willing to deal with whatever the news is, whatever this reality is. We can deal with it. I believe the chaos beings can.
Constantly transforming.
I believe the chaos beings can. I know I can. While I was living in Columbus, Georgia, when that came out. What came out? What you talking about, Ray? What you talking about, Ray? Abdul Grundy? What's up, BJ?
I'm just gonna get juice for you. Right here, so yeah.
I don't know what you said.
I said, and I wanna put juice right so so after I eat.
You wanted some juice after you eat?
No, so I was trying to say that means with.
Oh, you want to eat it with it?
Yeah. I'm gonna get it because you
Go
know.
ahead. You got some juice.
Is it in the bottle?
Yes.
Oh,
You should
okay.
be able to reach it.
So yeah.
Yeah, cause you know he eat like a chaos god. But, you know he doesn't have a
Oh, let me get you another. It's not cold though.
you know kids eat like straight chaos beans. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
so many up there.
They just not ready to have that under control. But yeah, hold on. What was? Let me go back. Raina, what was you? If you still in here, what was you saying? You said you was living. When what came out? I don't know what you're talking about. Kenny Dahmer's dad had a hankering for human flesh as well in his youth, but really acted on it. He said Dahmer's dad had a hankering for human flesh. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I just knew that, you know, Jeffrey was just one of them crazy motherfuckers. A lot of them, what they have in common is mother issues. Empress Ka said that's why Jesus said, renew your mind. You must renew your mind. Have an organize it, master. The transformation of space is great with master. Word. You dig? Man, shock yourself. Shock yourself. You be, and then one of the things that will be shocking to you is you be like, it really wasn't shit, but you like it.
Yeah.
But it's just fun. But it ain't really shit. But you realize that none of this shit is shit, and all of this shit is yours, and you can do whatever it is that you want. And then once you have that mind, you be like, well, I guess I don't want it all. You think you want it all, but you don't. You know, I realized that as long as I have found that love for myself, you know what I mean, that I was gonna figure everything else out. And as a result of that, you know what I mean, I found my lady, you know what I mean, everything is good, you know what I'm saying. It's like peace don't even, it's not even something that even has to really be discussed ever. Like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain the unexplainable, really. Oh, it's all good, baby. But the key important thing is that I prepared my mind for this. This was something that I meditated on. I knew this existed. And I knew it was something that I would be a part of. And since I knew I was going to be a part of, I began to imagine what it would take to be in a relationship that was sublime. I said, oh, then you just can't be a bullshit ass nigga. What does it take to not be a bullshit ass nigga? Stop being a lying ass nigga. There you go. Be real. Love yourself. Be willing enough to analyze your flaws. That's the hard part. And then accept them. So you can see it in others and let it all go. You let it go in yourself. You let it go in others. As a result of that, I can't tell you what it is that you're going to transform into because that's going to be unique to you. But what I can tell you is that you will feel like nothing. Like, it's like unconditional love for yourself. It's like you would feel like this tremendous, like, way to breathe, and you will have habits of only doing things that are connected to peace. Anything else that's not that, it doesn't even make fucking sense. It doesn't make sense to have a dumbass argument. It don't even register on the frequency. Like, it's really interesting. You don't look for it. Only thing you just look for ways says, hey, but what can I do? You all right? Well, it's not even work. Because it's a constant circle of love. Like, yo, what the fuck, man? This shit is so powerful. I was practicing this shit even with my ex. And I seen how the shit went. Even no one in the house was conscious. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody in the house was conscious. And I never once tried to, like, I just really got it. I understood that the people I'm living with, they have their own thing. They have to figure this out for themselves. All I can do is just continue to work on myself. That's all I did. Just constantly work and dealt with my shit. And as a byproduct of that, those in the household was able to enjoy that. And I was able to enjoy them for who and what they are without me constantly judging them on what kind of children they're supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? What kind of girlfriend she's supposed to be. When she acted up, I understood. I don't want to say act up like she was a little girl. But when she became extremely emotional and angry, I just remember it was nothing for me. It was just, I understood why she was emotional and angry. I understood it genuinely, had love. Like, it was just unconditional, like, you are, she is what she is. There was a time where I would have indulged. It'd have been arguments all over the fucking place. Shit would have been chaotic.
I can't see that.
But it's true. I was being an arguing nigga too. Shit.
I just can't.
An arguing ass nigga. Always trying to be right. Hate when that happens. I gotta get with what's the boy name? Hill. I gotta get with Hill.
Oh, Raina said MC Hammer. That came out. She was looking
I gotta get with Hillwood. Hillwood be rolling them backwoods, you dig? That's why his name is Hillwood. He roll them backwood. Oh, excuse me. Weed travels. That's what I'm saying, man. Niggas, y'all know, y'all got y'all lady who like to smoke. Man, they be pulling hard. Let me see. Oh, Raina said MC Hammer, yeah. And on the hammer, and you will be rewarded. Let's get it started. Oh. That shit was fire when I was a kid.
You good, dude?
I was too young to be able to decipher what real hip hop was. I was a little kid.
Right.
MC Hammer was cool. dancing all over the motherfucking place. He looked like he had it going on. He had a big ass crew. Shit, glamour will have you. Shit, glamour is a motherfucker to a kid. Have you won things early in life, and every year that you failed to achieve that, it becomes harder to deal with. Feel like a failure. Cause you start dreaming about Lamborghinis and Mercedes Benzes. You can start. That's them dreams start early in life.
Right.
Wanting the high life and the rich life. Shit.
Right.
Them shit start early.
I did this exact same thing Raina did before you and I met.
What's that? What Raina do?
You create your own universe in your mind. So you've never said
Oh yeah, got bored down. She said, "Oh yeah, got." Dang, hold on. Shit, that the chat. No, the chat just be disappearing. Hold on, it said, "Yep, got bored down here. Started creating different universes in my mind." Word. I think this shit has so many reasons, and I definitely feel one of the major reasons is coming down here after sleep and then waking up in consciousness and then having a brand new perspective. You know what I mean? Perhaps what I've forgotten is the shock of becoming conscious. But the thing is, it's so closely rooted and connected with who you are. It doesn't feel that shocking from a conscious person's perspective. We need bigger shit.
It's cat.
We really need bigger shit. Human shit ain't enough. It ain't enough. We are seekers of breakthroughs, of understanding this matrix, to transform it. We have a different goal here. We have a different goal than your average bear. A conscious motherfucker. Motherfucker, a chaos being who ain't got no rules, who do what the fuck they want and how they want. And it's not based on ego. It's really a new reality after you done broke yourself down and you begin to really truly expose yourself to new shits, to everything. You feel like the world is your oyster. You dig? Let me go ahead and get off here because my phone is literally at 4%.
Wow, your phone never get that low.
I know my phone never get that low, Jack, because I like to keep my phone juice. Because you know what I'm saying? I got to be able to communicate. But hit me up on Instagram, Kenny Mansa, Kenny_Mansa. Hit me up on there. We building, we chopping, kicking it, whatever. And, all that other shit. You dig? Don't be shy. Shit, niggas don't be. Niggas be hitting me and telling me some fantastic shit. I'm like, yeah. And I'm seeing that we are used to wanting validation. We're used to it. And I get it and I understand. We want to be validated. But I encourage, you just said it. The more that you are the king of your shit, the more that you are adding a true cosmic, if you are in your right shit, that means you're gonna be adding something new to the quantum realm that we all can experience. So it's value in having more minds in this. In my personal opinion, if I can, help in any way. It's that you become, if you become obsessed with wanting to know yourself to the best of your ability so you can become whatever primordial energy being that you are. So once you become that, we all learn from that or can learn from that, either here on Earth or in the quantum realm. You know what I'm saying? Because you may not give a fuck about being on YouTube. Fuck it. So we may not get to see you, but that's okay. We will get to see you where it counts. Do your fucking work. We get to see you where it counts, baby. Because I'm going to enjoy your ass. Whatever it is that you do, if you a wizard at creating cosmos and making the skies turn purple and green and yellow, I'm like, oh, that's cool how you did that. Come on over here and paint my sky like that, motherfucker. I got hoes over here who like that shit. The fuck is wrong with you? Why you sitting over there like a player with your skies turning colors?
Come on over here.
Come on over here and help me and my lady out. We got hoes over here.
Word.
Shit. You know, that's what it's about, man. So anywho, I'll holler at you niggers later. Hold on, let me look at the comments one more time. Hold on. Oh, Raina said stuck in the cusp. Yeah, we in the cusp. We in the cusp.
Right.
I'm definitely in the cusp. I am in the motherfucking cusp. I'm in the motherfucking cusp. Oh, Abdul said he never acted on it. Shit, that's shit. He should have learned from his daddy. Jeffrey Dahmer should have learned from his dad. Oh, Randy said, talk about them two lines with me. Penny talked about them to be the doors. Hold on, I can't read it. It faded away again. Talked about them, go be the doors to stop unneeded energies. Oh, yeah. They are, if we are here, maybe they doing their job well. Damn, that's kind of hard to accept. Damn, Raina, hold on now. That's kind of hard to, that may be something you have to deal with, if that's the truth. Niggas is stuck in the cusp because they ain't got shit to offer. Some niggas. I don't know. That's a compelling thought I can go to sleep on to think about. Cause I remember him saying it like that. I probably didn't hear it that way. How they stand at the doors to block negative energies and shit.
Stop on energies.
What did it say again? Cause it keep fading.
Oh, taking them two lions with me. Panic talked about them going to be the doors to stop unneeded energies. So in other words, I think it's the same thing. There's so many different mythos. The one about the way in of the heart and the feather. Another one is, you know, I think they're not coming in because they don't have the energy of the open.
Right.
So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Ultimately, all the mythos come down to one point. It comes down to a point, and it's all to prepare your mind for something. You dig? But anyway, I'll holler at you Negroes later, nigga. Hit me up on IG. Did I say it already? Oh, you know I'm high. Kenny_Mansa.
Yeah, that part.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah, you did.
Damn.
I just realized you said
Kenny_Mansa. We chop it up. All right. Peace.